entertainment, religion, race relations, anything you think you want to talk about, we will talk about it. And we pull no punches here. I'm gonna bring on my co-host, Damian Tills. What's up, man?
Hey, what's going on, man? Yeah, we don't pull no punches, and you go, and I'm telling you right now, we don't always agree. So when you get on here, don't think your opinion gonna be, we gonna talk about your opinion. No, give your opinion. We want to hear it all.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to talk about.
I got the Buffalo Wild Wings t-shirt on because y'all know what today is. Today, I believe my cousin's gonna eat some hot wings. He gonna eat those hot wings, and we gonna tell you why in a little bit. But guess what, y'all? I've decided to stream my thing to YouTube now. So if you on YouTube, go over to YouTube, Derek Hearn YouTube. Go over there, like and subscribe. I'm gonna try this thing out. I'm kind of sad. I ain't got that many followers on YouTube because I don't be on YouTube like that, but you can guarantee that I'm going to try this thing out on YouTube. So I'm streaming right now to YouTube and to Facebook. Hopefully it's working. I'll check and see. But I want to try to expand this thing because what is that? Instagram? They don't allow
Yeah,
you to do many streams, Damien. So it's like I have to do it this way so people can from Instagram can actually see. I can post a link.
right,
You see what we talk about here and everything
right.
else. So I was like, man, I got like 30 followers on Instagram, man. I mean, on YouTube, I got pretty few on Instagram. But I was like, man, let me try this thing out. So I hooked it up, and I want them to see you eat these wings. Okay, I want to let them see you eat these wings, man. But before we get to the wings thing, man, hey, look, I don't know if you know this, Damien, but this COVID thing is getting out of hand, man.
Oh
Seriously,
yeah, oh yeah. It's ridiculous.
COVID thing is getting out of hand. Where, man, the case is going up. We back in the orange and everything. I think people not taking this thing serious enough. I mean, it's like, what do you do? You see what I'm saying? Tell me what could be done to get these people to take it seriously.
Uh, you know, because look, it goes like this. You look at it and say, well, people just don't like to be told what to do, and it really don't matter. I mean, you could tell them whatever. Think about it. You could tell them a stove is hot, don't touch it, but somebody gonna have to touch it just to prove that it's not as hot as we say it is. So it's one of those things that all you could do is you could tell them, you could give them all the facts, but as long as there are people out here, hey Wayman, hey Doug, but as long as people are out here and they have people telling them, and they have the internet now, and the internet now with all this confirmation bias because you got all these people on here that's telling them everything they want to hear, and they tell them you don't need to wear a mask or COVID isn't real or this this is all fake or whatever. People are buying it, they're eating it up, and they're going with it, and they are using Facebook to be their doctor. And it's funny because you use Facebook to be your doctor when it comes to COVID, but you don't use Facebook to be your doctor when you're sick of anything else. But now you're not even listening to your doctor. You're so busy listening to Facebook. So I don't know what to do at this point.
Me either. I mean, like I said, I got some things coming up, and they're asking for my vaccine card, and I actually was one of the first to get it before they were giving out vaccine cards. So all I have right now is my Walgreens situation when I got my vaccine. So I guess when I take the booster shot, I guess I'll get a card then. But it's kind of crazy that we're at this place a year and a half later, and I just went over to Myers a couple of days ago, and I was like, man, these people walking around with no mask on, and I'm like, man, at what point do we get it? And my thing is this, and I don't know if you agree with this, but I think if you get somebody sick, then you, like you said, don't go to the hospital. We
Yeah,
because trust me, the vaccine is free, y'all. The vaccine is free, but that going to the hospital, even just for them to check you, gonna be 2,000 on the rip. So you gonna be out of money. Because if you get COVID and they check you, even if they send you home, you're gonna have a $2,000, $2,500. And if they put you on an incubator or a ventilator, oh, you looking at about 90. I mean, you're gonna be forever. You're gonna be forever paying that thing off. And I'll just listen, I'm gonna continue to open this thing up with COVID until we get it because those numbers were down when people were getting vaccinated and everything, the numbers were down. But once they started running around with no mask on, and the unvaccinated people are the ones that are at risk. The
right.
places where they're mostly unvaccinated people, those are the places where it's really getting hard. Just so y'all know. So the
Yeah,
vaccine is actually working. It's just that everybody needs to do their part to protect yourself and others. It's really that simple.
Right.
Right? So, but
Yeah.
anyway, Damien,
I have nothing else to say about that. I can't disagree with that.
hot topic. This is the hot topic. I've been wanting to talk about this all week, dude, for real. And this topic came from when this young lady posted this comment, man. And I saw it. I was like, Damien, we got to hit on this. She posted this comment. She said, men actually think that women lose their value after they have a kid. That's what she said. She
Okay.
this. And so we are going to talk about this joint right now. So since we here, let's get to it. Should I go first or should you go first?
I want you to go first.
I don't think you should go first, Amy.
Well, because I'll go first. It don't matter. I don't agree. I don't agree with it. I mean, I don't disagree with her.
I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
I do not believe, if all things, I do not believe a woman with a kid loses value. That's my belief. I don't believe that they lose value, because for the simple fact of this, if you're telling me everything's equal and everything's good, and the only variable you have is you add a child to the mix, I don't think it loses value, because it depends on the person. So if I have children, if I have a child, a woman with a child doesn't lose value. If I do not have a child, a woman with a child might lose value. See, so it depends on, it's a lot of variables that with that value, but I just don't agree with just saying she lose value. So go ahead. I see the faces. What you think?
Dude, okay. Like I said, man, I'm gonna bring the truth, man. And I
Man, look at me when I'm talking to you.
Look at me when I'm talking to you. Listen.
I'm looking what you got to say.
I think if we are talking about overall value of a person,
okay,
like what if she's valuable to the whole race or whatever, right? A whole human being, human race.
Okay.
There's nothing she could say. I mean, that's really on her. You see what I'm saying? That's really on her. If she's out here acting a fool or robbing banks, then of course she doesn't have any value. But what we are talking about in overall dating, in a dating game, dating to marry, not the same, because everybody gets smashed. Whether you got 4 kids, 2 kids, 1 kid, you can get smashed up. It really don't matter. We're talking about somebody that's married. Let me explain this to you. When I speak of value, you get 100% of men, right? That you got the option to date. 100% of men. Nobody got 100% of men. We know that. But I'm just saying, if you got 100% of men that you can date, then you say 30% of those men say, I prefer a woman without children, right? I don't want to marry a woman that's got children. I want to raise my own children with her for whatever reason. If she has a child, especially if she has one out of wedlock, then she's going to possibly lose 30% of those men. You see what I'm saying? So if she loses 30% of those men, that means she is not as valuable in the dating game as somebody who does not have children. That's what it simply means. We taking it way left. You will decrease your value if you have children, and I'm gonna tell you why. Number one, the average man will look at that and say, "This is another bill." The audio cutting like Zoom. Is it mine or is it who?
Is it mine or is it mine or his, Emmanuel? Just trying to see. Is everybody else having? Is there anybody else having issues with the audio, you guys?
What if you know her? Okay, mine. Oh no, hold on. Let me bring this mic in. I don't want to hold that mic like that. That's a huge pause moment. Well, yeah, there may be other variables to compare. But let me finish. There are so many variables that may go in, which is why a man may say, I don't want to date a woman that has children because, number one, I'm not his father. And if it's a boy especially, you may run the risk of him saying to you, well, you're not my dad. You can't say nothing to me. So he's thinking about that. He's thinking about extra bills. He's thinking about baby mama drama. He's thinking about what? Well, I mean, it's so many things to take into consideration. So you don't have as much value as a woman who does not have children. You see what I'm
Okay.
saying, Damien?
I get what you're saying, but let me say what I'm thinking. Okay, so and like I said, it goes with me. With me, I look at it saying it depends on the guy. Because if it's a man without children, he will look at all that. But if it's a man with a child, he's going to look at her and say, as a matter of fact, a woman without children does lose its value if I have a child. And I'm explaining why. Because she won't know the things that I have to go through when I have a child. So if she has a child, she will understand differently the obstacles I face with the child. And so some women that don't have children don't understand when you say, I can't do this. Well, why can't we do? But they don't understand it because so that's a variable. There are so many different variables that I put into it that I can't say inherently that this woman, because she has a child, lost value with me. Because there are so many different variables that go into it that you just can't blurt that out. Statistically speaking, you can't blurt that out because there's a variable there. And so you're saying, because that variable will be positive or negative. So because you don't know what that variable value is, you can't add it to that woman. So you could just say she's just there.
Here's the problem with what you're saying, and I don't disagree with you, but the problem is what you're saying only goes for a certain amount of men. It doesn't go for every man. Because we both know there are men out here that do not want a woman with children, right?
Yeah, that men out there, yeah.
If she was able, so if she didn't have children, she was able to have more options, correct? Because she was able to get the men that didn't want women with children because she didn't have any. So she qualified for those men, correct?
Yes, I give you that.
So her value in the dating game, did it decrease what she had of children because she lost the men that said, I don't want a woman with children before I marry her. So if she lost those men, then in essence, she did decrease in value overall. Now, we're not saying she ain't gonna get married. Please don't think that's what I'm saying. And the problem that I'm gonna go here. Listen, I found this online, Damian. This blew my mind, which bring me to this. This is the dumb post of the week. The dumb post of the week is here, Damian. You ready for it?
Oh, yeah, let me see what.
This is the dumb post of the week. Let me post that again so people can see what I did. Every week we're gonna do this week's dumbest post, and I will post this thing, and then I will post the post that made me listen. It was a text message that was sent, Damian, and it was crazy. Where this dude had this back and forth with this chick, right, with kids. And here we go. I'm gonna play it for you. Where is it? It's here. She says, do you own your own spot, car, and job? She said, sorry about the interrogation. I'm just not into dating losers. I'm sure you can understand. He throws up, I guess he said, I got it or whatever. And so he says, definitely understand. Absolutely. Bought a house a while back. My dad helped me out a lot. But yeah, I have a house, a full-time job, and 2 cars, one for work and one for pleasure, right? So she absolutely like that. Oh, she gonna throw up a love on that because that's what she wants to hear, because that's what she found valuable. Sounds like you got it going for you, is what she says. He said, thanks, love. Then he's saying, so how about you? Then she said, how about me? What? He was like, do you have a car, house, and job? And then she comes back and like, why would I need one? And here comes his thing, like, what? Like, TF? And then she said, that's why I'm looking for a man to take care of me and my kids. Our men are providers. Didn't your mama ever teach you? He threw his thumb down. Because like, yo. And then she says, I live with my mom. I get a child support with no car yet. And you see it says red, right? And then she's like, problem? And he gone. And my thing is this. This is what I'm saying a lot of men take into consideration when they dating women with children. Because are you really for to come and try to put this all on me and I got to pay a higher price after you didn't spend so much time doing a whole lot of scallywagging and now you want to put that on me? That's why I say when men look, and they shouldn't do it generalized. They shouldn't look at all women like that, but they will. They look at a woman like, oh, she got a kid. I don't know. And especially if they see this child running, a little Bronquarius running around here tearing up stuff. That's other things that they think about, Damian. So yeah, you do lose value, overall value, in dating for marriage when you have a child. I'll let you take it.
Now, I agree. I totally agree. That was a dumb post, but that's also a variable that's going a whole nother way because she asked him that question. Now, so say she would say, "Yeah, I have my own car. I have my so you know what I'm saying." So her value was that she was looking to sponge, but all women with children don't look to sponge, and so some of them, and that's what I'm saying. So when you gave that thing where, all right, so 100% dating pool, and a woman that don't have a child, you know, a woman with a child would lose 30%. Well, the problem is dating pool. What if the man, and again, I go with the man saying, with the man, if the man has a child, he might not want someone without a child. So that's what I'm saying. There are so many different variables we throw into it. Do I agree that she lose value? I cannot inherently agree with that. Do I agree that some women can lose value? But that depends. If a woman without a child asks you, yeah, and I want you to, but I don't, you know, I think a man should do, you know, a man should take me out, a man should do this, he should take me to red, take me to the steak, give me lobster, this and that, and he should be paying all my bills, and it, you know, she might lose value. So it depends. Women can lose value. The thing is, a woman needs to understand within 5 minutes, whether you have a child or not, a man will put value on you. He's going to put value on where you're going to land.
Not every man, though, Damian.
Most men will put value on you because
most. Not even. I wouldn't even say most. I would say some, maybe a lot, but not most. That's you saying a great majority. We're not saying that. No, because a lot of men now if you want to put financial economic status on there, I would say a lot of men making average money, average everyday Joe, and dudes, and especially dudes who don't have a lot of options. Of course, they will be like, yeah, I don't have a problem with that. But you mean to tell me, I'm sorry, Damian, but dudes making high money, making good money, they not surfing, they not going down there trying to find cart. They trying to find a woman that they can build a legacy with who has no children. And my problem is like this. I feel like, I'm not saying that I totally disagree with you. You bringing up some good points. But here's my problem. When it comes to stuff that women want from us or stuff we should be able to, we have to accept, we don't get no room, Damian. We're not allowed to have a preference. So if I say I don't want a woman with child, why? A woman can bring it. And women was tearing this up. When some dude posted it, they tore him up. But then, so it's like, look, we don't have a choice. Look, if we say we don't want a big woman, no, you not big, you fat. We don't want a fat woman, right? Because y'all don't have a problem saying broke. That's demoralizing to a man as us calling you fat. So if you fat, we say, well, beauty is only skin deep. All right. Well, you got a kid. Well, my kid still doesn't take away my value. All right. Well, you got weave and all this stuff. I'm doing that because I want to feel good about me. I mean, at what point are we allowed to have a preference here?
Yeah, and that's where I do believe. I do believe what you're saying there. That I can't disagree with you. That no matter what you say, a man should be able to have his own preference. You know, and I saw a post. This week, and we probably, you know what? And this might be a topic we talk about late. You know, another time.
What's the post? Because it was something that's super dumb. You see this?
Then it confirms the baby is not yours. It's not. No, see, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about.
This is what I'm talking about. This is why I say dudes run for the hills with chicks that got baby, because even when the baby not yours, they think you're supposed to take care of them, and it's your responsibility. Dudes that I know don't have children, they don't want children with women, that are not their wives. They not out here. Believe it or not, a great majority of men, 51%, I believe, don't have babies. They don't have babies. So for you to come and try to say, even if it's not yours, it is your responsibility. If you are not my wife, then it's not my responsibility to take care of a child. That's not mine.
Now and that's the thing. My variable is what you mean? This is Doug, it's really not legally true. It's not legally true. It's only legally true if I sign the birth certificate and find out it's not mine. If I sign the birth certificate before I do a DNA test, then legally I'm now responsible. Regardless, then I have to go back to court. It's up to the court to decide whatever. If the court decides that, then you gotta go to court. It's a whole legal matter. until you sign a birth certificate, you're not legally responsible. And that's why they tell men, a lot of times they tell men, whenever you, regardless, just get the DNA test just to be safe and just to be sure. Because you know, once you sign that birth certificate, you on the hook. And so, but with that being said, what she was saying wasn't about a man that signed a birth. She was just saying if you regardless, it's just your responsibility. No, it ain't my responsibility. Because long as I'm with now, if I'm with you, and I mean, I'm not talking about dating, I'm talking about we're together. Then we can start talking about stuff like that. But see, when a man about to get married, he put all those things together. He said, hey, she got a child, hey, where's the father at? Is he doing this? Is he doing that? Where's he at? And trying to figure him out. And then you try to figure all that out. Because, now that's what I'm saying. The variable can be positive or the variable could be negative. Because if her child is, like you said, little Bronquisha running around being bad, you're like, man, I ain't about to get myself involved in this. But it could be a child that's very well mannered. Man. And I mean, and so you're like, man, I don't mind helping with her, helping with them. Or what if the father was involved, but the father died? You know what I'm saying? And so she might be getting benefit. So there are so many different variables that you.
And I hear you. And when I'm speaking to that, I'm actually speaking to a man that's never man. Obviously, at our age, we gonna come across women with children. But even with that, I do have a preference. I'm not looking, but if I was looking, I would have a preference because I don't want a woman with your child tearing up everything. And I watch it. I do watch. Like, even I'm not, trying to get out there, but if I was looking at y'all and y'all kids running around and you got to tell little Bronquarius to sit down like 14 times, I'm like, oh, that's one I'm checking off my list. Why? Because see, that's what I'm saying. You've already lost value because if I come up in that house, Bronquarius tear up my baby, we gonna have a problem. And
you know what? Derek, it's what the problem is. You work with kids, so you see them kids, you're like, yeah, they lose value. You work with them kids, you're like, nah, I ain't doing this no more.
By and large, the children that I work with,
I get it.
They are not troubled children. You know what I'm saying? I mean, children will be children. Some children gonna test you or whatever, but I mean, there have been some cases of bronchiolitis, but on average, these children, but I do look at children. And like I said, most men, if they see you with a woman, you look nice. That's the first thing that's going to attract us. You were beautiful. So we're going to want to come and talk to you. We have a conversation with you. And then we hear, Rah! In the background, we like, oh, no. Because we don't want to bring you in my crib. You've been here, Damian, a few times. Right. Do I look like somebody? You seen what I got, right? Do I look like somebody that will have a little bronchiolitis in my house tearing up my junk?
No.
So, I mean, why would I want that? That's what I'm saying. So if a man making any decent kind of money with anything, why would he? The first thing he's going to think about is these things before he even had these conversations. So even if she thinks she is not on the same level as a woman that his first preference, because all things equal, if you had the same woman, look the same way, act the same way, have the same life goals, have the same hustle and ambition. These are the things that I like, by the way. Ambition, and she really, really want to build with you, right? Say all things equal. One of them got a child, one of them don't. Would you choose the one with the child?
Okay. Before I answer that question, Emmanuel, no, you should not be responsible. If she has a deadbeat, and just because you dating, you're not responsible. Don't get yourself in that position where you start taking responsibility for a woman. See, that's the negative variable. Because when you have somebody with a deadbeat, and then you start taking responsibility, she thinks no matter what, you have that was that post that he posted. That's what that post was talking about. She had a deadbeat and you don't have the DNA, and y'all not together no more, and now you stop dating her, but she still think you're supposed to take care of that child. That's not how it's gonna work. So don't you get yourself involved in that, man. Now that's the one you run for the hills because she has a deadbeat. Now with that being said, there to answer your question. Again, that's what, and I guess that's why I'm saying with the variable. That's why I say it's a variable. That's the variable for me. If I have no children, or I don't have no children living here. Okay, I'm gonna give you a perfect example of what I mean. Okay,
bring it in.
before me and Carol, got married, I still had my daughter, but I was with somebody else, and we were over there, and we were just chilling, and one of my friends got into it with his wife, and he came over. He said, "Hey man, I need to come stay at your house," and I said, "Okay, man, you come stay over here." And when I went to pick him up, he brought his kid with him, and I'm like, "Dude, my house ain't made for no kids, because my daughter didn't live with me. She'll come when she came. I prepared it but I didn't have to be prepared for a kid to live with me at this point." Right. And so if you're telling me, yeah, I got this and this and that, and I don't have any kids, they don't live with me. Yeah, I don't want you to come to my house with a kid, because I don't know, my house ain't prepared for no kid. But if I already have children, if I have a child and she has a child, I don't have any problem with you having a child I'm dating. And Wendell, see. Wendell, there's no hot wings. You need to stop.
We on that. We going there.
You need to stop, Wendell. There's no hot wings tonight.
See the shirt. We got the shirt on. We definitely doing the hot wings situation.
There's no hot wings tonight, Wendell. Y'all can stop all that. Y'all can stop all that mess. There ain't no hot wings tonight.
So to recap before we move on, right?
Yeah.
So you're saying it doesn't lessen their value, correct?
Yeah, I believe that. I believe it doesn't lessen their value.
And I say it decreases it. I say it decreases their overall value in the dating game as it relates to trying to be married. I mean, you're gonna lose some, because some men don't want to date women with children. But understand this, ladies. We're not telling you you're not valuable. We're not saying that. We're just saying,
no shape, fashion. You're right.
You do not have the same amount of options as you did before you start having children. And just like you don't have the same amount of options as you did before you lost your virginity. To certain men, you're gonna lose certain men because they don't want a woman that has children. Doesn't mean that you're a horrible mother. It doesn't mean that you're a horrible person. Y'all like to wear y'all feelings on y'all shoulder, but y'all expect us to take everything. I don't like that, but I'm gonna tell you something right now. On this platform, I'm definitely going listen. I'm not pulling no punches on y'all, because I'll be seeing y'all go at us hard. Pause. But yeah, I'm not pulling no punches on y'all either. So you might as well get that out the way right now. So if you can't have,
I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
You might as well get ready, because it's gonna happen over here. Okay, just so y'all know. But Damian, let's move on. Hey, we need to talk about this. Football season is here.
Yes, it is.
I think it's a game going on right now.
Yeah,
going on right now. They talking about Cam Newton right now. Now let's get right to that. Since they playing, Cam Newton is fighting for a starting position. What's up with that? I don't necessarily think I don't agree with that. I think he's earned the right to be starter. I mean, because last year they learned in the new system, you had offensive line issues. I don't think he should be fighting for a job at this point. I don't know. You tell me.
This might not be a popular opinion, and I don't know what y'all think, but I definitely believe he should be fighting for a position. He need to be fighting. He fighting to see if he gonna stay on the team after last year. I definitely feel like if I was Bill Belichick, he would be fighting for that position. And I am not gonna say I'm not gonna name a starter yet.
I don't know. Listen. I think he's a good starter. I just think that last year when I was trying to see what they was gonna do. Like I said last live, I watch a lot of football because I don't follow stars. I follow teams. And so I watch a lot of football, and because football, you never know who's gonna win every week. Every game is good. So I was watching them, and every time I watched them play, I was like, they're not necessarily blocking for him. Their blocking scheme, I mean, he was getting in trouble. It's like blow the whistle. He was running like the whole freaking time. So me personally, I think Belichick just bringing noise. I think they really want to start that boy for a host of reasons. That we're going to get on when we get to Tim Tebow. But I believe they want to start that boy Mac Jones for a host of reasons. And one of those reasons is the reason why Tim Tebow was able to get a opportunity down there in Jacksonville. What you think?
I don't agree at all. I think they want to start him because Cam Newton sucked last year, and he said, "I need to get somebody to pay him, dude, because it's dude. That's why we drafted the quarterback. We drafted the quarterback because he sucked last year. Let's be real. Look, let's be real. Cam Newton, it was great in Carolina, but last year he sucked, and then he got COVID. And he sucked last year. He sucked even more. So because he kept sucking, it was bad. So he just don't have, So he said, I need somebody to come on and do something different. Y'all can stop asking for these hot wings. Y'all can stop asking for these hot wings,
bad, bro. They want you bad. But I just listen. Since we brought up Timbo, we getting there, y'all. We getting there, but we got some other things to talk about. What do you think about Tim Tebow getting this opportunity? I personally don't think he deserved an opportunity down there in Jacksonville. I don't think he played well to begin with. I never liked him as quarterback, and I just think the only reason why he even got this opportunity down there in Jacksonville is because.
How's what? What you about to say? How's what?
That's privilege at work, Damian. No other football player, because how does he get? Not only did he fail at quarterback, he gets to be pulled in to try in a position he's never played. But we got a good quarterback who was decent, ain't played in what? How many years? 4 years now? They won't even bring him in. And this dude gets to go in and play. Come on, you know what that is, Damian. You know what that is. Don't even trip.
You know what? I do know what it is. That's the American employment system at work at its best. Most of us get jobs because of who we know. And he just happened to know the right person that can hire him. He just knew the right person to get him in. Hey, whether you black or white.
Get some help.
Yeah, he privileged. He privileged to know who we know. How many times have y'all said this to somebody? Somebody was working. Hey man, where you work at? Hey, I work the mill. Hey, can you get me in there? You just happen to know somebody, and he got you in there.
No, man. I mean,
yes.
No. I'm not listening to you right now because we both know there is no way in the NFL you can go and try out for a position that you wait. We ain't talking about college where they just move you to a position 1 year. We ain't talking about high school where they say, hey, you a big dude. We're not going to put you a running back. We're going to put you on the line. We talking about the NFL where he went and tried out for a position he has not even played ever that we know of. He surely didn't play it in Florida. So he didn't play it in Denver. So why would you try him out of the position? I'm pretty sure there were other tight ends, Pauls, that they could have brought in and tried him out. But he took a spot from somebody else that could have tried out for that position. There is no other way you can explain that. I'm not for real. Serious.
I really believe. I really believed that he was brought in. He was brought in to be the sacrificial lamb. And let me explain what I mean. He wants that coach. This is his first. He's coaching. He's coming from college. He brought in. He said, "If I do that to Tim Tebow, you think about what I'm gonna do to you." And I love him. And so he cut that dude. It was a surprise to everybody to see. He was first cut out of Jacksonville. That was news. Jacksonville cut Tim Tebow. He said, "Nah," and he looking at everybody else. And now they know it, man. He cut his dad. He cut his son. Now, you can say Cap know a lot of people, but hey, Cap need to know the general manager then, because he need to be friends with the general manager of the team. I'm just saying, look, guys, y'all can walk. Y'all say, hey, I told you, I'm not. My opinion don't have to be the most popular, but it's just what I think. I just, it's at its best. I know a lot of people that got jobs that they weren't qualified for, but they got them because
I'm Damian kind of making me mad right now because he there is no way in the world Tebow should have got that. There is no way in the world. Stop it, Damian. Just
stop it. Get some help.
Stop it, because you know they go well how that happened. But let's move on, dude. Hey, dude, listen, Damian.
Go ahead.
To the time. You're getting close to it, bro. You ready for it? Let's talk about the basketball first, but it's time, y'all. It's time to talk about the NBA.
All right, let's talk about the NBA.
You ready, Damian? You ready?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, Damian. I forgot about something. I got to show you something. I forgot to play it. Hold on. Look, check this out.
I love that hit every time.
It's the Cowboy hit of the week. I forgot about it. It's the Cowboy hit of the week. Y'all got to check this out. We're going to do this every week for football season. But check this out. Cody Barton, you see the...
here we go.
Boom!
Blow the whistle.
You like, whoa, wait, what happened? Dude, I promise you. Hey, man, what do you think about that hit? Rate that hit from 1 to 5. 5 being the best, 1 being not that good.
I give it a 3.5 because he didn't hit him. He got him, then he wrapped him up a little bit. He threw him down, but he didn't give him that. Like when you hit somebody, you just look down at like that dude, like the second dude when the Cowboy got hit and the last dude walked up to him, like, yeah, that's when you knew that hit did something to him. He hit him, but he didn't give him that that make that hit like, yeah. So I give it 3.5.
On the scale of 1 to 5, I'm gonna give it a 3 because we didn't see him coming.
Right. Okay.
Do I got to pause up? I ain't got the pause up, Damian. Yes. But he didn't pause in advance. He didn't see him coming. So I'm gonna give him a good 3 because he didn't see him coming and the hit was still potent. Dude got up and he was bewildered and led astray. So he didn't know what was going on. So I had to give him. I mean, what y'all think? What rank that real quick? That hit that y'all saw. What would you rank it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 being real good hit. 1 being that's not that good. What would y'all rank that hit? I don't know if y'all saw that hit. He's supposed to be paralyzed for half a second. Oh no! I mean, what you rank that hit though? I would give it. I gave it a 3. I 3. What did you? Doug said 3. Grady say 3. I say 3. 3 is about. Okay. It ain't as Cowboy hit though. I promise you that Cowboy.
Yeah, see that Cowboy hit, I give a 5.5. That was a hit.
Emmanuel said 3. Okay, so every week we'll do this. Every week I'll find a hit and then we'll post it, and then we'll see what if it's a good hit or if it's a bad hit. Every week we'll do that. 2, you gave it a 2. What the hell you give it a 2?
Window choose violence. Window choose violence. He ain't got time.
Yeah,
I choose violence.
Window choose violence today. We definitely know what window was on. Hold on. Okay, yeah, I just got my flight information. But yeah, Windows choosing violence right now. But I'm saying it was a 3 because, like I said, he paused in advance. He hit him from behind. So I have to give him a 3 based off of that. But honestly, I want to see. I know this football season going to be one, but I want to know, do y'all think that 15-yard penalty, you think they're going to go overboard with that this year? Do you think like you can't hit people like you used to? You know, it's like you used to be able to come up in there and just blast them out and knock them out. But now you can't do that. I don't know. I don't know what you think.
Yeah, they're gonna go. They're gonna go way overboard. Well, the NFL's they're really getting the rules are getting too much for me because now you have that time penalty they have now, and
yeah, you see that. All he did was get up and do this, and they threw a flag. I mean, man, I don't like that because it's like they want to keep this league down. And I'm telling you, we're going to do something about that soon when we talk about this situation going on in the NFL and all these other sports where certain sports, they're allowed to fight, they're allowed to do, and then everybody says, oh, here. But when it's sport like basketball or football, which is predominantly the animal, or they acting like thugs, you got to put an end to that. That's not cool. That's not cool at all. But let's move on to the NBA because I know people waiting on it. But Damian, check this out. I don't know if you saw this, but Adam Silver and your boy,
the 21st best player in the league,
they met on talking about the play-in tournament. Now, I want to ask you, Damian, is this not tampering? Is this too much? Do you have, as a player, do you think he has too much say-so of what happens in the league?
Yes. And to make sure, no long answer. Yes, way too much. There's no way that this dude should say, because LeBron. Now, the play-in tournament, they had it in the bubble. Nobody said nothing. They said they were going to have a play-in tournament at the start of the season last year. Nobody said nothing. The minute that the Lakers were in the 6th seed And LeBron James was hurt, so he wasn't playing. So they knew there was a potential for them to fall to the 7th seed. And that's what LeBron James said, this is stupid. The moment that he said something, now you call him and say, let's talk about changing it. That's not right. That's not right, because there were many players that should have made the playoffs that could have said the same thing, and it wasn't cool.
Well, I personally, I didn't particularly care for it. I thought players should play. I mean, him calling him, asking you the commissioner. I'm not gonna ask the player. I'm gonna ask the owners. You see what I'm saying? You the commissioner of the owners, not the players. You see, so and he ain't even president of the players union. Why are you asking him? You want Mr. LeBron? You want to put in a tournament? They're not going into a play-in tournament. LeBron can sit the whole freaking year, and they still gonna make it at least a 3rd seed. You see what I'm saying? They can sit barring injuries, of course, but they still easily a 3rd seed, even without LeBron. You see what I'm saying? So why would you even ask him? Why would you ask a team that, you know what I'm saying? Why would you?
Man, look at me when I'm talking to you.
Look at me when I'm talking to you.
And that's how he told him too. That's exactly how he told him. Look at me when I'm talking to you, Commissioner Silver. We're gonna change this.
I don't like that. I really don't like that. But hey, for me, it's just a whole lot of foolishness. I don't believe you should be asked to play it. But now let's get to why we're really here.
All right, let's do it.
Oh, you guys are y'all probably wondering why I'm wearing a Buffalo Wild Wings t-shirt. So what happened was I actually called Buffalo Wild Wings. And I asked them, could I buy a shirt? The lady told me, well, no. I mean, well, you can have it. You got to do it, pause, on some other junk. So, but anyway, let's get to it. Now, I'm going to the other room to make it make sense, football room. This is the room we'll be using when we post our highlights, Damian, if I do post highlights. But this is for you. But don't make no mistake about it. I'm not taking it easy on you. So the way this is going to go, Damian's going to call out his 10 first, and I'm going to post them. What I want to see you guys do, if he posts, throw them likes up. If you agree, throw them likes up. And I mean, hey, keep mashing it, pause. Keep mashing it, right? And then if you don't like it or it's a whack pick, then you throw up the wild sign. Okay? You throw up the wild sign or the mad sign, whatever. Now, having said that, LeBron fans, I know he could probably put Jesus Christ himself on here and y'all would still throw up a mad and wild sign. No, because the mediator here, I'm going to make a decision based off of that. I don't know where Elisha is. I don't know where he is. But I'm going to make a decision based on that. You're welcome to come in here, Emmanuel. I got the phone line open. But yeah, anyway. So I'm going to be the mediator here. And in the end, we're going to decide whether or not Damian is going to eat these wings. But I'm going to Buffalo Wild Wings in Portage. They're the people that actually made this happen. Okay. They gave me my t-shirt. They made this happen for us. And if you are in Portage, this is where you want to go. They are very nice. They give good service and everything. Me and Amy, we actually go there all the time. We actually have a great time at this place. But Damian, I love you like a brother. I love you, brother. I'm gonna get off of here and I'm gonna let you just call him out. And I'm gonna post it. You can start from your number one. Now, keep in mind, go to the way you gave it, Paul. Gave it to me. Okay.
Yeah.
But I want to show you, hey, Damian. But listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, Damian.
Yeah.
If you think I'll play around with you, you
now,
know.
Wait, Derek. Before we do this, I want the receipt. All right. So I got 6 of these. I don't know. Hold on, I'm trying to get to my camera so you can see. Now those are the original Buffalo. So 6 original Buffalo, bonus original Buffalo. You see those? So you don't say, well, he didn't get it. But see, just so you can see, these are the blazing. So I did go get them. I did get them. But I don't think I'm about to eat them.
If you think I'm here to play around with y'all, God no.
All right, so y'all ready? All right, y'all. Let's go. Hold on 1 second. Let me get my list together. And now,
Ready. Hey, I need y'all to make sure. Now, here's the thing. If you agree with his pick, y'all put the thumbs up. If you agree with his pick, put the thumbs up. If
so
you don't,
are we going one at a time, and they gonna put thumbs up for each?
No. Well, no, I'm gonna go 10, and then if you're 10, we gonna go stop at every 10, or maybe after every 5.
Okay, and we go after every 5. All right, we'll go after every 5.
Every 5, and then we'll yeah. This is listen. I'm kind of ready for this. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready. I've been waiting for this a long time because I want you to eat these wings. So y'all ready? Let me know. Let me see the chats if y'all got the instructions correct.
All right, let's see.
Let me see. Okay, let me know if y'all got the instructions. Y'all throw up the likes or throw up the wows if you don't like it. If you don't like his pick, if you don't agree. Now be objective. Don't be objective, okay? Don't be on here being fanboys because I'm gonna call you out. Okay, so y'all ready? All right, Damian. Let's go. Right. Your first 5.
All right, hold on. My first 5. Number 1, Kevin Durant.
Wait, just go. Kevin Durant is 1.
Yep. Number 2, Nikola Jokic. Number 3, Luka Doncic. Number 4, Giannis Antetokounmpo. And then number 5, Steph Curry.
Okay, so his first 5. He has Steph Curry, KD, Joker, Luka, Greek Freak. I actually, me personally, I don't have a problem with those picks. I don't have a problem with those picks. I think those picks are decent. If I was to say my top 5, I went on last week. I said LeBron ain't in my top 5. So I agree with your first 5. Okay, do y'all agree? Start now. Throw up them likes. Let me see. Throw up them likes. Throw up them wows. Let me see what y'all think with this first 5 that y'all saw. I'm looking. Let me see if they got them. Okay, I see some wows. I see a lot of likes. I want to see likes. I see some wows. I'm not listening to y'all LeBron fans. I told you Jesus Christ could come down and play basketball. Y'all be like, he ain't better than him. And I want to know why. Post it in the chat. If you don't agree, let me see why. Or you can call in. Hold on. You can call in. I'll let you call in. Here, I'll keep the number up. Call in. I want to know why. Because just you throwing up them wows, because I want to make sure I ain't got no fanboys up in here. Because I mean, y'all be going hard. I just want to make sure.
And let me say this, so you all know.
And tell us pick those. Tell us why.
Right. I am not going. I'm not looking at it as far as LeBron James, his past. His past, he might not be better than these players in his past. I'm looking at going to this season forward and what I expect from these players from this season forward. And so when I look at LeBron James, and let's get this straight so everybody knows, just so y'all know, I'm a Laker fan. I don't want y'all to think that I hate LeBron. I'm a Laker fan all day long. You won't find a bigger Laker fan than me. So if the Lakers win, I'm not rooting against them because I want my team to win. But I'm looking at it saying, when I look at LeBron James, I look at 2 people. I see LeBron James and I see Father Time. And so I think that Father Time is going to bring him down. But these players are able to go up. So I'm looking at them from this place forward. If you get what I'm saying. I'm not looking at overall. Look, LeBron James, he's cemented as who he is. He's cemented. He's one of the best of all time. I give y'all that. But I'm looking at today's league, just like everywhere else. Sooner or later, the new superstars are going to take over. And that's why I pick the players I'm picking. That's why I looked at the
Let me add to what you're saying to that, man. And you know what, Tim? Tim definitely, I don't know, Tim. But I don't know if I agree with you there, Tim. I mean, because hold on. Oh, there we go. All right.
You shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
But let me explain this to you. This is why I say Joker is definitely in my top 5. Because first of all, Joker. Let me move me. Hold on, Damien. Let me move
All
myself.
right.
Let's see. Oh crap!
It's that number right there, Tim. That number right there. You see, if you dial that number, you call right in.
Oh, he wants to call in.
Yeah, he said I had to call in. So if you dial that number, you can call right in.
All right. I'm gonna move myself so you ain't blocking me. All right. But this is why I say Joker. You can't tell me that Joker being the last MVP, you got to put him in the top 5. You got to put the MVP in the top 5. If there is, you see what I'm saying? How do you not put the current MVP in the top 5? That means that was the best player in the league last year. So how do you not put him in the top 5? That's all I'm saying. So Greek Freak, come on, man. I mean, I would say KD over Greek, but I wouldn't be mad if people put Greek first. He's just a different kind of ball player. We in love with the 3-point shot. A bucket is a bucket. I don't care how you get it. And last I checked, nobody's stopping him. He put up 50 points in the finals. Nobody's stopping Greek Freak. The only person can stop him is himself. And if he works on his free throw, which they said he has been working on, and a little bit of range and a free throw line extended, gets a little 15-foot shot, dude, ain't nobody gonna stop Greek. So and Steph Curry, he led the league in scoring last year. So you got that's 3 right there. And he said, oh, who was Luka? Come on, man. Luka? Really? I mean, I don't have a problem with his 5. I don't have a problem with it. I'm waiting for you to call in and tell. I'll wait. My phone is sitting right here. I'm looking right at it. But I don't have a problem with his 5. Oh,
unknown caller.
Hold on. Hello. Hold on.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, what up, Tim?
Hey, how y'all doing, man?
We doing all right, because we waiting on you. Because you have a problem with Damian's top 5 so far?
So far, yeah. Let me mute this so I don't have to echo.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, man, it's cool. I like this, man. I like what y'all doing.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. The reason why I don't fully agree. By the way, the top 5 that you named, great players, excellent. I just don't think some of them have knocked LeBron out of the box. Now, I'm not speaking as a LeBron lover. I do like him. I do think MJ is the GOAT. I do.
Okay.
As a artist, yeah, guys that score well in the regular season, and some guys that cannot be consistent.
Oh, you breaking up, Tim. Okay, Tim. But let me say this to you. Let me say this. Why you till your phone gets better. When you're looking at it, I know what you're saying. Some player, but I also looked at, like I said, Luka Doncic. That dude was dropping triple doubles against the Clippers all day long. I got to give him credit for what he did. Joker was carrying Denver. He carried Denver because when Jamal Murray went out, everybody expected Denver to fall off. Joker kept them afloat, and Joker kept them afloat. When you look at KD speaks for himself. KD speaks for himself. Giannis did something. He changed my opinion of Giannis in this playoffs because Giannis cloud.
Yeah.
Giannis cloud. No, Jay. See, that's what I'm saying, Jason. We still talking. I just gave my top 5, but Giannis cloud. So when I'm looking at it, I know what you're saying. I'm looking at it saying, if you're telling me LeBron James overall, if you say LeBron James, you got to count everything and you put past accomplishments on top of this, then I'm like, oh man, here's my top. Yeah, he top 5. But I'm looking at going from this season forward. I can't put him there. I just can't put him there. That's all I'm saying. But that's on, what you think.
I hear you. To me, it's like we just got to be consistent all the way through because to me, right now, LeBron can't knock out Jordan.
Right.
Just like these other guys have to give me another year.
Now,
do this consistently. You know
But
what
we
I'm
ain't
saying?
talking. We talking about. See, now I think that's where the he's talking about right now. That's going to produce this year, the
Right.
projected,
Yeah.
this year. So I mean,
And I'm talking
so
about
I don't
that.
have a problem with his list so far going into this year.
Yeah, see, and I'm looking at see what you just said. He can't knock out Jordan. They can't knock out LeBron for where he in my LeBron in my all-time list on my all-time. I'm not saying LeBron's been knocked out. I'm not saying that. I'm saying just for this season, they can't knock LeBron out for what they have done so far. You can't say Luka knocked LeBron out my top, whatever I have him in my all-time. He hasn't knocked him. He hasn't changed. He hasn't changed his position all time. I'm just saying for this season. You know what I'm saying? It's just like when Kobe came. I love Derek. You know I love Kobe Bryant. That's my if y'all want to talk about Kobe. Kobe is number 2 on my list all time. Jordan's number 1, Kobe is number 2. But when Kobe came back after he got that injury, I knew what the Kobe I was seeing. I'm looking at LeBron, and we have to look at LeBron and say it's not the LeBron that we see. You've never seen LeBron deal with this kind of injuries. Doug, you need to stop. Doug, that's my brother. He know how I feel about somebody saying LeBron the greatest Laker ever. He needs to stop. But
We know that's not.
But
we think I'm not, like I say, Tim, I'm not in love. I mean, I'm not against his pick so far. I think I'm liking his pick so far. I think his picks so far have been, pretty much on par with what I have. I don't have LeBron in my top 5 either. But I'm interested to see what what rounds out this next 5. So that's what we're about to get to, man. Thanks for calling in.
Look, Jason.
Go ahead.
Okay. The reason why I'm saying that again, not overall, but they have to show me.
You must be out of your goddamn mind
before I can just give them that space. And again, this is not just overall, just moving into the next phase, because I've seen people have a great season and then they can't keep it up. But they're on pace to do some great things. Luka is a dog.
You right? Your dog start barking right up.
Dog. A dog. But it's like, let me see it consistently, because the broken clock is right twice a day.
Yeah,
Let's see.
But the thing is though, Tim, I saw Luka do it last year, the year before. I saw him do it the year when he was a rookie. I saw him do it. I was like, man, this dude got so he got something. And I said, I want to see what his sophomore year looked like. And then I saw him do it again this past year. So I give him that. He he's been good. Like, he's been good the past 2 years. And even LeBron James even said how good this dude. Like, man, this dude the truth. And that. So when you look at Luka now, and see, the problem with Joker is he don't look like what do you mean he did nothing but lose? He took them to the play. You name you name me what? You name me another player on the Mavs.
Jason already. I can see how this goes.
Yeah. So I'm just saying.
Stop it. Get some help.
When you look at this team and you look at Luka and you look at they don't look like the typical player. They don't look like the typical star.
LeBron was going first round too, though, Jason.
Right. So if we doing that,
Come on.
so we do it. If we go in first round, you really want to go first round? Because we go first round. I can put that means I can knock LeBron down even further if you go and knock out first round. Come on, man. Let's stop.
Hey, Damian, let's get to the
all right. Let's get to the rest.
You can call back and do this.
All right, man.
Yeah, we still got a lot more you gonna disagree with. All right,
all right, Damian, give me your
all
6.
right, let's do 6. Joel Embiid.
Hold on, let me get rid of somebody. Hold on. Okay.
All right, we got Joel Embiid. Number 7 is Anthony Davis. Number 8 is Donovan Mitchell. Number 9, I got Jason Tatum. And number 10, I got Bradley Beal.
You're gonna have to explain these now.
I have no problem.
Jason, I'm starting to think that I really,
Come
I
on,
right.
man.
think Jason, dude, how you not gonna say Embiid and AD? Hey, I mean, God, have you been watching the game? I mean, have you been watching?
If you have, okay, let me say this to you.
Jason,
Let's go through. All right, first off, I shouldn't have to explain Embiid. I shouldn't have to explain Embiid, but I am.
for MVP last year.
He was right there. Yeah, he was the runner up. He was the runner up for MVP. If you look at Embiid has been first off, let me say this, and I told Derek this. Let me say this right now.
I'm gonna let you go.
The list that I'm giving you all is not. These are not ranked. I didn't rank them as far as one. They're just 20 people. I'm telling you. I didn't put when I sent it to Derek. I said, Derek, this is not my ranking. This is just me giving you 20 players. I said, if you want me, he said, no, just give it to me. This is how we want to send it. Because I want to go put 15 through 2, because y'all gonna argue 15 through 20. We'll be on here 30 for 3 hours trying to argue 15 through 20. So we just put people in. This is not rank. This is not just ranking in. No, Jason Tatum is not in my top 10, but he's in my top 20.
This ain't by rank.
Yeah. He's not my top 10 in all NBA. But if you watch the game, if you watch the game and you watch how they play, Jason Tatum has consistently improved. He's consistently improved every year, and he goes up and up and up. And now, and I put in there that who he learned through, who he was trained by. He was trained by the greatest Laker of all time to me. And so he was trained with Kobe, and he looks at Kobe, and he was mentored by Kobe. And so I look at this dude. He has no fear when he come on. He play in pause in advance. He plays hard all day. And when I watch this dude become a player where like, man, this dude's the truth. And the more we look at it, and we can't keep looking at LeBron James thinking he's gonna do everything that he always do. Now, if you look at Bradley Beal, if you look at those numbers, that he was playing with Russell Westbrook. The dude y'all say is going to kill the Lakers. That's who he played with last year. That's still his numbers. This dude is a killer out there. Bradley Beal is a killer when he out there by himself.
Season, y'all. I mean, I'm look, Bradley Beal. I know y'all, he ain't a household name, but he put up some good numbers last year. So I mean, I think we are so busy looking at what LeBron did overall, and I get that, but you got to look going into this season. You got to look. That's what I'm looking at. Like, I don't agree with some of these picks, but y'all, I'm looking at y'all throwing up these wows, or y'all throwing up these likes, because I personally think Damian for to eat these wings, but I don't have a problem with this one. I mean, when I looked at this number, I said, yo, Bill is the deal. I mean, because he's going to give you 31. He's proven on a team that's not even that good. He's proven to be a good scorer. He's proven to come through in the clutch. So I don't understand why anybody would say Bradley Beal. No, nah, this ain't the one. This is not. And if you want to say AD, they don't win the championship in 2020 without AD. They don't. He was running for MVP. Did y'all forget that?
He was the MVP of that team.
And they win the NBA championship this year. Last year, if AD was healthy.
AD was
I don't understand why the animosity on that dude.
And so, I think, and a lot of times I think with some of these picks, we don't get a chance to see them on national TV like we see these others, so we forget about them. But they are the truth if you watch them. And so the thing is, when you watch them, and Emmanuel, I wanted them with the Lakers too. You showed enough right. I would have loved to see Bradley Beal come over to the Lakers. Because that's
ranking. Yeah, that's I think he just throwing up numbers. I didn't put them in, and I when I put it together, I definitely didn't put them in order.
Yeah. So
some of these just like, no, I don't know about that, but. Let's go on, Damian. Let's move on.
Yeah, now there will be some ones that we're going to argue about, but some of those I'm not giving.
I've already said you're gonna eat these wings. I already said that. All right,
wait, Derek. Hold on. Jason said, "What happens if you swap Bill for LeBron?" Or which side you talking? Are you saying in Washington or are you saying in the?
That's not that no.
So we go.
No.
If you all right, so anyway, let's do 11.
No, answer this question. Well,
So
if you
what happened? Okay, so you put Bradley Beal over. If you put Bradley Beal over for LeBron and Anthony Davis still on the team, the Lakers still go win the championship. The Lakers still go win the championship with Bradley Beal and Anthony Davis.
with Bradley Beal and AD, you got a good combination there.
Yeah, the Lakers still win the championship.
And he don't need to be, and this is the thing that you need to think about even with Bradley Beal. He does not need to be in the paint, crowding the lane. So that gives AD even more room on the inside. That's what, yeah.
Bradley Beal can shoot. Bradley Beal can shoot free throws.
And he can play
defense. And now you have Anthony Davis. And if you want to know who's the leader, Anthony Davis. See, that's the problem that y'all think. Y'all think that LeBron. You tell me a team that LeBron James has led to the championship that wasn't fully stacked. I'll wait, Jason. Tell me one team. Tell me one team.
That's what I'm saying. So he didn't really lead no team because he didn't lead Cleveland because he had a whole lot of help on that. Well, what we say help, we need somebody help.
There's not a player that you could tell me that Anthony Davis was in New Orleans. He made the Pelicans a team. Man, quit playing with me, Jason. You just want look. If you want to say LeBron James is the best player in the world, I don't care if you do. But I know there's a whole lot of GMs in the league today that say he ain't nowhere near the top, and he mad about that right now. So
I was like, "Yo, that's crazy." These dudes, they said he definitely ain't that. I was like, "Whoa!" I was actually kind of taken back by that. I was like, "Yo, why wouldn't they make LeBron even in the top 5?" And they was like, "He not even in there." No, some of them was like, "He ain't even in their top 10." So it's not like, and I think when you really think about it, these young players, they ain't no joke, y'all. They not. So, and then you got Curry, and like I said, AD is a beast. If the only thing with AD, which is make me kind of shaky about your list,
is injury history.
Yeah, you got to count for injuries because if he's not on the floor, there is no way you can say, he's that, man.
If you look at it, what you just said also has to play into account too. LeBron James, the last couple seasons, has been hurt himself, and so he's starting to get hurt. Them injuries are starting to catch up to LeBron. Them steroids ain't kicking like they used to. And so it ain't kicking like so.
He said those steroids. I guess you didn't get those joints from Florida.
Yeah, you didn't get the Florida State. Bobby Bowden died. They ain't gave him what he needed, so you got to do something. And speaking of that, rest in peace to Bobby Bowden. And if anybody that know me, you all know
everybody know who he is. He was definitely, man, a coach of coaches, man. I like what he did for that program. He raised them up from nothing. You see, he took them, but we had to give a moment to him. But let's keep going.
All right, let's keep going. We on number 11. Number 11, we got Damian Lillard.
I gotta get to my.
All right, tell me you ready.
Wait, I gotta get to the screen. Is it there?
Okay. No, it's not there yet.
All right. Let me get rid of me because I don't want to be in this because I'm gonna miss these arrows that's gonna be thrown out here. No, Jason, it's not that we love AD, but he is a good player. They didn't get him to be because he was a scrub. LeBron don't go get scrubs. He gets superstars. And so he knew he was a superstar going in. Go check AD's numbers. And like I said, my only thing with him was even from jump. My only thing with him was he going to stay healthy? I was like, if he's healthy, he's going to do something. But if he's not healthy, he's not going to do much. And I was a year late. He knew he was healthy 2020, but he was not healthy 2021. So I was just a year late. But yeah, I think AD was a great extension of what they were trying to do. He was a great extension. He was a great pickup for them. And without AD, they don't win. And if he was playing this year, I still believe they would have won. It would have been tough, but I don't know, man. I just think it ain't a love for AD. I don't love any player right now. I mean, if I have any love, I don't love men.
Let me say this though. AD was
I don't
let me say this. Even Jason, even the great LeBron James said, "I need AD because the offense need to run through him because he's the engine that make us go." That's LeBron James talking. That wasn't even me. You said, well, he just said no. He didn't know. He knows what AD represents. AD represents something that LeBron James know what he got. It wasn't a coincidence that he told them I want to get traded, and they wanted to trade the whole team for Anthony Davis. They traded the whole team. They said that they told him that Anthony Davis coming. Y'all get y'all stuff together. But think about this. When LeBron James came over to the Lakers was a young, up-and-coming team. Think about all the players they had when LeBron James came. All them players they had when LeBron James came. LeBron James, as of this year, LeBron is the longest tenure Laker. LeBron only been there for 3 years, and he been there longer than all of them. He traded the whole team.
He blew that team up.
He traded the whole team. And so that's what I'm saying. Y'all got to realize what you got going, man. I'm sitting there. I know. You're looking at LeBron James as LeBron James was. I get it. I'm looking at what LeBron James is going to be going forward.
I get you.
So let's go ahead. Number 11. We got number 11, Damian Lillard. Dame time. All right, number 12. We got DeAndre Ayton. Domination. Number 13, I got James Harden. Number 14, I got Ja Morant. And number 15, I got Devin Booker.
All right, y'all. Throw those. Let me see. Throw those likes up. Let me see the likes. Let me see those wilds. Let me see that because he kind of lost me on a couple of these. So let me see.
Jason, if I said Michael Jordan in his prime, you'd be like Michael Jordan, and you put them same crying faces up.
I got some angries. I see some angries down there. Hold on.
I knew it was going to be some angries because I like. But see, again.
Angry. Okay.
So
angry. Ooh, it's all angries, Damian. It don't look good for you, bro.
I don't do it's DeAndre Ayton part.
I lost you on that one though.
That's the part that got you. I knew that part was gonna get you. But when I look at DeAndre Ayton, I look at what he has done, what he's doing, and so DeAndre Ayton, as a young player, I see that what he's gonna do this year. What I think the finals taught him something, and it taught him you can't rest on your laurels. And I think with Chris Paul coming back there, and they're gonna do even more things, I believe that he's going to be even better. Because I saw in the finals, I saw this dude. This dude had all the tools we wanted a big man. He had a nice jump shot. He played good defense. He played great in the post, and he could shoot free throws, and he got the rebounds. And he killed my Lakers. If it wasn't for DeAndre Ayton, we would have won. He killed them Lakers, man, dude.
Okay, I hear what you said, Damian. But can you honestly say that you would choose Ayton, DeAndre Ayton over LeBron James? Okay. That's the one that
now this the part that gets you there. This is the part that I'm looking at. If I'm picking the team, and you telling me I have to pick DeAndre Ayton or LeBron James, and LeBron James is in year what? What year is this for LeBron? This has to be year 19, I believe. I'm looking at DeAndre Ayton saying, I know I'm gonna have you for a good another 5 to 7 years. LeBron James, I don't know how long I have you for. Now, let me say this. If you're just talking about LeBron the recruiter, I cannot take that away from him. LeBron's a great recruiter. I'm looking at if I'm the GM, I have to look at how many years I will have this player versus this player, and that's the choice you got to make. Because if I only have you for 2 years,
that though, D. Even with that,
if I only have you for 2 years, I got to go with this. And the thing is, I looked at LeBron James. LeBron James, he looks Derek, you remember we used to watch this this Madden commercial, and it says we was watching it, and the dude threw a ball. He said, "They don't show my breakaway speed." He said, "I never show you lost a step."
I remember that.
And then he got down there, dude. My numbers showed LeBron James lost a step. He has lost a step, and I'm looking at
He
it.
wasn't even in the top 20. He wasn't even the top 20 scorers in the league, but he wasn't playing majority last year. He missed the time. So I guess that's what you're saying, but even still, man, I don't know. I think that's the one that's gonna get you.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You can say that.
You would say, hey, y'all throw these likes up. Do y'all think? Listen, everybody else on that list. I think let's go back through that. Let me go back. All right. So everybody else on there, you had Damian Lillard, right?
Yep.
You had Damian Lillard. You had, this is the one, Aiden.
Yep.
Harden. John Moran is a budding superstar. I give you that. Devin Booker had a good playoff run, but he was a no-show in the finals.
Well, they say he was hurt, but he hurt his hamstring. He hurt his hamstring after game 2, so he was hurt game 3, and that's what it's called. So he was hurt.
So I can kind of get with you on some of those. Maybe, if we're looking at long term, we're looking at right now. Definitely the younger guys. I would definitely pick Dame Lillard over LeBron right now. I would. But I don't. That 8-1, man. I'm not.
I mean, look, that 8-1 was one. If you want to be honest, when I wrote my list, he was like number 20.
Yeah,
but he was number 20.
Rings, bro, because he definitely, because Jimmy Butler. Even you probably could have did Jimmy Butler over Aiden, or even your boy Lonzo or Levine.
No, I wouldn't. I could have put Levine on there, but I was like, you know what?
You pick.
If I put Levine on there, dude, I was like, you know what? But this thing, when I look at DeAndre Ayton, and I look at how they call him domination, I look at what this dude's gonna do, and I said, man, you know what? And I'm looking at like him and Embiid, and I'm like, these players are going to do something for the big man. And so,
what did he do? Hey, Jason, what did he do for the whole series? I'm talking about the whole series. We're not talking about one game. We're talking about the whole series. Yeah, he had one game. Yeah, but I'm talking about in totality. Did he ball out in that series like we expected him to? That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's just one game. This stuff y'all do. Y'all look at one game and be like, oh my God, he's the greatest in the world. I don't. I sit back and look at y'all and be like, yeah, whatever. I'm talking about in total. If you look at how he played, particularly early on, and especially game 5 and game 6, you can't tell me. He averaged over 30, but he had, did Booker ball out?
No.
Did Booker ball out that whole series?
No, he didn't ball. Remember, don't forget, he got pulled out the 40. He got pulled almost the whole second half in game 3.
Right, okay, but what I'm saying is he was a no-show, like in certain points of the game. I was like, what's up with you? It was pinning up Chris Paul at one point. That's all I'm saying. I don't know.
You need to remember, he got pulled. The coach, he got benched.
I'm not even saying we arguing, Jason, but I'm not even saying he don't deserve to be on this list.
The only argument they're making is DeAndre Ayton, and that's the only argument.
That's gonna get this man his wings.
But that's what I'm saying. If you only can argue one, I'm good. I'm good with just arguing one. But you can't tell me I got to eat because you arguing one person. Because one person is one person. Because if you say Levine, if you want to put Levine, like that's number 20. If you want to put Levine and you want to say, hey, I'm good, I go Levine, but I still say LeBron ain't gonna jump him. I can still manage play. It's just players that right now, today, is cool. All right, let's go. All right, he want the last 5. What's the last 5?
He want the last 5, y'all. We finna do this.
The last 5.
I still think Ayton gonna get you the wings, though, D.
All right, so let's look at Kyrie Irving.
I got to get to that. Hold on.
All right.
And let's go.
All right, so we got Kyrie Irving, and then we have Klay Thompson.
That's another one, Mike. All right.
And then we got Jaylen Brown.
All right.
And then we got Kawhi Leonard.
All right.
And then we got Jamal Murray.
All right. So that's the last 5, y'all. That's the whole 20. Now, this last 5, I'm only one that I was thinking. Well, there's a couple of them, but the one that stood out to me is Clay because we don't know what he's going to be this year. He was hurt, so we don't know what's going to happen with him. So if we going by what he used to be right now, do you take a person coming off of a major injury over LeBron James who not have a major injury, just got nagging injuries? Would you take him over LeBron? I'm saying no.
All right.
I would take Clay over him. As far as Kyrie Irving, he couldn't stay hurt none. He couldn't stay on the court none. I mean, he was hurt just as much as everybody else. Now, before you go at Jaylen Brown, go look at his numbers for last year. Go look at Jaylen Brown's numbers from last year. So don't sleep on Jaylen Brown. I'm not gonna let y'all do that. Jamal Murray is another one that came. You picked 3 dudes that's injured.
Now you say they're injured. Okay. Now let me do a couple things. One. Let's talk Klay Thompson. You know what put Klay Thompson on my list is the fact that Klay Thompson, even when he's healthy, I look at him saying from his injury, does his injury prevent him from being what I saw him do? Klay Thompson is a shooter. He's a shooter that doesn't require him to dribble. That dude scores 60 points. He scored 60 points and only dribbled the ball 11 times. So with him being a shooter, it doesn't. But one thing I will say, and the thing that put Klay Thompson on my list is Klay Thompson's toughness. I give Klay Thompson toughness. His toughness put him on my list. That dude blew out his Achilles. He had the injury in the finals. Go back and look at when Klay Thompson got hurt. If you look at when Klay Thompson got hurt, Klay Thompson jumped up, was jumping, was about to shoot the free throw, shot the free throw, ran into the locker room, was planning on coming back. They had to tell him, yo, you can't play no more. He planned on being there. And so he planned on being there. Now, when you sit there and say, put up Bron versus, and all y'all looking at Jaylen Brown's numbers and putting up Bron numbers and this and that, that's not a fair thing you're looking at. Because, see, LeBron got the ball in his hands. LeBron could choose when he going to shoot. He can do whatever. Jaylen Brown not the starter. He's not the starting point guard. Kemba Walker was.
He just got the second option on that team.
Right.
So he's the second option. Jason Tatum was the first. And so for him to get 24.6, what was it? 24.6 rebounds, 3 assists a game. That's not bad for somebody who's the second option on the team, who's not the point guard, who does not have the ball in his hand. So y'all, no, I'm not understanding that. Y'all saying put him up against LeBron. I get what you're saying. I get that, but LeBron has the ball in his hands 95% of the time when he on the court. He ain't moving without the ball. He doesn't have to wait for somebody to get him the ball, and he's the first option. So you have to take that into consideration, y'all.
And then you keep saying Jason Middleton. Middleton is not that. No. I'm sorry, no. Middleton in the finals, it was many times Middleton was gone. I don't know where Middleton was in the finals sometime. So does not do that. But if you want to sit there and say, you want to say, and then you say Jamal Murray, I know now Jamal Murray, I get it. You say he was hurt, but I'm looking at him saying, you know what, he's young. He's a young player, and I just know he can come back, and I just think he'll be able to come back and bounce back and do what he do. And so I think that because I think if you put Jamal Murray on that Denver Nuggets team, they become. Derek, we argued this last week. If Jamal Murray is there, Denver Nuggets become title contenders. If you said it last, y'all argued me that last week.
The reason why I say I'm against what you just presented is we got unknowns here. We don't know what. I mean, if I'm gonna pick a LeBron right now over a Murray who just came back from a serious injury, am I gonna pick LeBron? Am I gonna pick this guy, Klay Thompson? We know what he used to be, but what kind of player is he gonna be right now? And if I'm a GM and I got LeBron right now over Klay Thompson, I don't know if I would pick LeBron. I don't know if I would pick LeBron. I think I would pick Klay.
Now, can I tell you this though? This is what I mean by when you say Klay, when you say this guy or Jamal Murray over LeBron. The way I look at it like this, though, Derek, if we go there, you say for the last time I saw from what he used to be, or I'm banking. If I go with LeBron for what he used to be, the last time I saw LeBron James on the court, he told the coach, take me out the game because we getting blown out. That's the last time I saw him on the court, and he didn't look. And he wasn't. If you say LeBron James looked good in that Phoenix series, you got to be a fool.
Yeah, I mean,
because he looked horrible.
But that's LeBron pretty much anytime you take his heart. I mean, that
goes into it though, Derek. That goes into it. Look, let me explain something. Y'all got to hear me out, and then y'all can say, look, if y'all can say what y'all want to say, this is my opinion. I say this, especially this year. This year, LeBron James will be acknowledging load management. He is not going to play like y'all think he's going to play this year. LeBron James, they will take it easy. They have older players on that team. They are not about to do the stuff y'all want them to do. So I can't go.
You look over to the screen. You see what's happening.
I see it. I mean, y'all, I see it, but I just know LeBron James is not that player y'all want him to be, and he's gonna embrace load management.
I think.
And so
I think you thought about this list, and I can tell you put some time into it. My only thing with this list, like I said before, you lost you with Ayton, and you lost with these lies. I knew when you got to 15, it was going to be a struggle. Now, you probably should have put, I'm going to be honest with you, you probably should have put Jimmy on there. You probably should have put Levine on there. You see what I'm saying? Those are players that I think you should have put on there. And then you got some other younger players. I don't know. They saying Fox is going to be dope this year. You see
I do what now. So you know, I thought about De'Aaron Fox, and I did think. And my brother tell you, I did think about Zach LaVine. I really did. Zach LaVine was right there, and I was like, he was right there with, like I said, it was there. But when you're looking at it, and I'm saying this, all I'm saying is, when y'all asked me to come up with this 20, it was like come up with 20. I said okay, because I told you he wasn't in my top 20. I didn't tell you where he landed. I didn't say he wasn't in my top 20 because that's what I'm saying. And what y'all want me to say, y'all want me to say all this and LeBron James. I look at LeBron James, I'm a Laker fan.
On there, but
yeah, I could have put Zion, but Zion played one season.
But he talking about going into this season, even with your list. Now, granted, your list still gets a B+ from me. Your list still gets a B+ from me. You lost me with Ayton. You lost me with these injured players. You could have, if you would have said Levine, if you would have said Butler, even if you would have said Fox, I would have been like, your list is pretty. Hey, I can't deny. Ayton, you kind of want a shot blocker. If I'm building a team, though, that's what I'm saying. If I'm on a team this year, going into this year, if I'm going to pick Ayton over LeBron, I got a person that can rebound, assist, and score when the game is in his favor. He's going to score, right? I got somebody that can do that. Only thing Ayton can do is he can block shots, he can score in the inside, and that's it. I mean, and really, I don't know if that's something I would. That's not a good one.
And you gotta also remember though, Derek. And one thing I gotta say, I also looked at the systems they were in. How does it fit? You know what I'm saying? Because we don't ask him to do all those things. I don't know what he could do. We don't know what all he could do because we don't ask him to do those things. But with that being said, if you say LeBron, if y'all want to say, some of you all, it really didn't matter. It really didn't matter what you go. It didn't matter. Look, if I got on here right now and I said whatever, I bought the wings because I knew no matter what y'all was gonna do.
I would have listen.
No, Derek. I'm not talking about you. I would have definitely
said no. Y'all not being realistic because I went back and looked. Trust me, I went back and looked at some of these stats, and I was like, okay, I can see that. Going and see, my thought process was going into the season. If I had to choose this guy over, say, LeBron, would he be that person? Is that the hot ones, the Blazing? Oh wait, let me put you on big screen. Oh, I could have did it this way. Duh. Hold on.
So how many people are we saying that y'all don't agree with?
I only say Aiden. You lost me with Aiden. You lost me with hold on, let me pull up your list again. You lost me with Aiden. You lost me with Clay. You lost kind of maybe Shake at Jalen, but I can see why he on there. He did play well. And you kind of lost me with Murray. Because we don't know what he's gonna be. Like I said, you pick injured people. Had you said those three, Levine, Fox, and Butler, you wouldn't even I wouldn't even be eating. Yeah, how you feeling it?
Yeah, so I'm giving you 3. I'm gonna say I ate 3. So
Hey, y'all,
yeah.
these wings. I see you got the bowling switch. You want to mess with that bowl? Go ahead, eat that. Look, I got some blazing hot right here. I want to see what you tasting. That's some blazing hot right here. I'm gonna taste this one with a fry.
Man, I'm sweating.
Oh, oh, mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. Whew. I just ate it on fry. Oh man, that ain't. Feel every piece, Damian. Feel every piece. Oh man. But I like your list though. I like your list. I can see your top 10 had perfectly for me. I think LeBron ain't in that. He ain't in that top 10 for me. Those players that you pick, if I looked and said side by side, I would pick them over LeBron at this particular point in his career. But you eating the wings. Feel every piece, Damian. Yeah, he got some milk. No, he got some milk, y'all.
No, that's water.
But be real, y'all. Throw them likes up. Y'all know his list wasn't bad. He just missed it on a couple, right? Throw them likes up. Let me see. Throw them likes up because I think his list was pretty decent. Yeah, see some people saying they like somebody. I'm seeing some likes on here. Your list wasn't bad. It's just you missed it on the injuries and I think the Aiden one was the one that yeah. Wait a minute, he hitting them, y'all. You feel it? He feel it. You feel it? But now, having said that, it's kind of scary. If you're a LeBron fan, you think about it. There are 20 players right now that legitimately are vying for that position as best player in the league right now. But I mean, not to take away from him, he still plays very well at an elite level. Still, I mean, he may go out and be MVP. Your dog said no. Okay, I got it.
Kinda, because I showed them the box.
She said, China said, how we know? Yeah, Donovan was on that list. Donovan was on the list. Oh no, I would have lit him up if Donovan wasn't on that list. That's like my favorite player. I believe he's going to be the superstar coming in. But hey y'all, just so y'all know, this is being brought to you by
Man, that's my 3, y'all. Woo!
This is the Buffalo Wild Wings that I got it from Indiana. They took care of me, man. They got me this shirt and everything. So I didn't have to pay for this shirt. So I'm extremely grateful for them. I mean, Brittany was there. She was pretty nice. We talked a second. I said, I think my cousin gonna eat these wings. But looking at your list, and actually when I sat down and looked at it, I was like, no, I can't say he ain't. I wanted to see how you was gonna argue that Aiden. You could have argued it with Aiden, but I don't know.
No, I'm all right. Whew. That must burn my tongue still.
Yeah. He a soldier though. You ate them?
Mm-hmm.
You ate all of them?
I agree. Mm-mm-mm.
That goes every piece, baby.
Mm-mm-mm. Mm. Yeah, Tammy, I'm all right. Mm-mm-mm.
Woo. Yeah.
All right. I'm a mute for a second.
Oh God, man. Hey, listen, y'all. I've enjoyed every piece of this. While he's getting himself together, I'm gonna make myself in because he over there struggling big time. But hey, listen, every Thursday we'll be going live. Every Thursday we'll do this every Thursday. So even if I'm not in town, I'm gonna try to bring some kind of content to you. So if I'm in town, I'm somewhere playing, then we'll probably just do the phone thing. But this will happen every week. Football season be fun because I'm gonna do the hit of the week where we will judge like a hit. I think I did this before. I'll show you what we'll be doing. This is what we will be doing. This is the Towel Boy hit of the week. So yeah, so we'll be doing this where I'll post a hit and we'll rank this hit from 1 to 5. So we'll be doing that. We'll be discussing a whole lot of other subjects and everything. That's what we'll be doing here. That's what I'm going to use this platform. I'm not going to use this platform to be attacking personal people. I'm not going to do the certain one that starts with an L. I'm not going to be doing that. We're going to be having fun, bringing you entertainment on Thursday. I mean, I'm open to subjects. We do got next couple of weeks actually topics down, but I am open to topics of importance to you. So you are important to me. You important to my cousin. So whatever topics you want us to discuss, that's fine. You're able to come on. So we're going to be talking about COVID. I'm going to bring in a pharmacist, somebody that's actually has a degree in this stuff. He's going to come and talk about COVID when I do my little COVID session, and I'm definitely going to talk about that until we lick this thing. So how you doing over there, Damian?
I'm good. Man, wait. Jason, you got LeBron number 4. I'm muting again.
Hold on. What happened when you said to call in? Hold on. It should have let you call in. Hold on. I don't see you here. Tim was able to call in. Yeah. Wow. Damian, listen. Damian is. Hey, you gonna finish those or nah? You taking a break for a second? Oh God, man. Hey, listen, y'all just don't know. I've been having so much fun doing these lives for y'all. It asked for an extension. It shouldn't have asked for an extension.
Ooh. Man.
I just received the track. Is David on here? Okay. It asked for an extension. It shouldn't have asked for an extension. Try it again. Well, you know what? I'll post this link, man. Hold on. Why don't you've called in before? Try to come in on this, Jason. Is there? No, there is no code. You should just be calling me. It's when you call in, it just comes straight to me. It should.
Hey, Derek, put the number up. I'm gonna try to call in. Let's see what it says.
Waiting on him to try to call me. But anyway, yeah. This is gonna be fun though. We're gonna have to. Yeah, Damian, I got you. Yeah, so it works. You just call that line, call that number. Damian just got through. I think you scared to come on here and talk because you ain't got no point. That's what I really think. I really think you scared to come on here because you don't have any points on this one. Let me go back and look at his list because I didn't really get to see the foolishness. Hold on, Giannis, LeBron, AD, Dame, Joker, Harden, Luca, Booker, Embiid, Kyrie, Donovan, Tatum, Zion, Middleton, Bill, Westbrook, Paul. Paul. wait a minute. Why did you wait till the last one to lose me? Chris Paul? No, bro. You would pick Chris Paul over LeBron. That's what you're telling me. LeBron don't need to be in the top 4, 5. He doesn't. He's not better than Dame. You mean to tell me right now you would pick LeBron over Damian Lillard? I don't think so. Not at this age. You said Ric Flair, Stone Cold, Steve Austin, The Rock, Randy Watson. You. Oh, here you go, Damian. You ready?
Yeah, let me hear this.
What's up, man?
What's up, Dame? What's up, D Hearn? How y'all doing?
All right.
Can y'all hear me?
Enjoy today. Yes, we can.
All right. Hey, man. First of all, great show as always, man.
Thank you.
This is more entertaining than First Take and that Skip and Shannon. This is way more entertaining.
Thank you.
So I got a few things to debunk. The first thing I want to debunk is that y'all said Jaylen Brown is not the primary ball handler on Boston. He is. Him and Tatum are. Yes, he was.
No,
you gotta look. Hey,
Kemba Walker was.
No, he was not. You got to look at usage rate. Usage rate will tell you who's a person that had the ball in their hand the most. Pause. So that's going to be the telltale stat that's going to tell you. So Jaylen Brown was 18 in the league usage rate. It means they're neck and neck. Pretty much do a lot of the same. Now Tatum is a more superior, smoother player than Brown. Brown more athletic, but I like Jaylen Brown. But when I listen to this list and you go, okay, 20 players better than LeBron, I gotta look at it and go, if I take LeBron off the Lakers and put Bradley Beal on the Lakers with AD and Westbrook, does that team win a ring? I don't think so. Here's why I say no. We've seen Anthony Davis play with high-level players, even in New Orleans. Anthony Davis never led New Orleans to anything other than a regular season 8th seed, 7th seed at the most. Now they had that 1 year where they swept Portland in the playoffs when they had playoff Rondo. But other than that, AD needs somebody that's going to be a leader for him, that's going to tell him what to do, that's going to bring out his best. Now wait,
Jason, wait, can I say something? Let me repeat something. What you're doing is you're throwing a red herring out. Because Anthony Davis, yes, you're right. But look at the teams that was above him. Look who he was in the stacked West. He wasn't just in the West, he was in the stacked West. So him just making the playoffs in the West was something immaculate. So he's playing, and for him, he was out there playing by himself. Now you said when he had playoff Rondo. Remember this, when he had DeMarcus Cousins, they started to ball.
They was balling out.
And DeMarcus Cousins got hurt.
True.
So he was going. That was a moment. So that was Anthony Davis' problem. He said, "I can't get any help over here. I'm by myself." So and that's what made him want to leave.
But here's where the divide is, Dame. If you can and D, think about this. You got to think about stages of career, right? Yeah. So during the stage of that career, that's Anthony Davis' first 6 years, 7 years. So compare that to LeBron's first 6, 7 years, right? LeBron said he need help, he couldn't do, made it to the finals, did what he did in the East with not so great teams. But, it's different when you are more the distributor than just being a big man. It's not a big man's league. But I'm looking at where AD was in his career at the time and where LeBron was at the time. So
but that's not fair. That's not fair.
It is fair.
No. It's
because
not.
You got to compare players when I compare players, I try to go at what stage of their career were they?
Right. But that wasn't what this list was, though. That wasn't what the list was. What this list is just today. I said that even before we started this.
I get it.
I said what they're doing is not. I mean, you can't look if you say overall and you put it all LeBron's past.
But this is more about Bill, though. This is more about Bill.
Yeah.
This is more about Bill. I can't put Bill over LeBron. Here's another reason why I say that. We've seen Bill play enough in the East and never lead a team past the second round. We've seen him play enough.
He had a good team to begin with, though. This was the first time he actually had a decent team. And then what did Westbrook do?
No, it's not. It's not the first time. Because he had a team. They had that team that beat the Bulls with John Wall, Paul Pierce, Bill, Gortat. They had a nice team.
They was, but they had a very nice team, but at that point of Paul Pierce's career, they wasn't gonna do much. Nobody even expected them to do much anyway. I mean, they did exactly what I thought they would do. I thought they
Think about it like this, though. Think about it like this. When you say that watch, go ahead, Derek. I'm sorry.
I actually think Bradley Beal is a very good player. And the reason why I think he would work in that system because he doesn't crowd the lane. He doesn't need to be in the lane. He works on the perimeter, which is what the Lakers missing even now. They got some players, but we don't know what Carmelo is going to do. I mean,
so you put Westbrook and Beal back together with the Lakers and then add Anthony Davis. And that team wins a championship.
You need to go back. Wait.
I don't have a problem now. I don't have a problem. Go ahead.
You need to go back and look. Go back and look at Westbrook and Beal. And see, we know they finished in the 8th, whatever seed in the East. That's they finished and they was in the playing game. We all know that. But see that you have to look at that. You have to really look at that. Look at the second half they played. Because if you go back and look at their second half and they start to when they start to get together, if you recall, Washington was so far in the basement of the East. Everybody was like, they need to just blow this team up. And then they went on a run. And they went on a run again. So they started to go.
It also happened when Zach missed like 20 games with COVID.
I mean, but so
a lot of this stuff, I get it. They did turn it on. I think the issue with any team with Russ, as the Lakers gonna see, is that he gonna ball out in the regular season, especially middle to end of the season, and then playoffs, it's a whole nother game. And so the issue that I'm gonna have is if you say you're gonna take LeBron off the team, who's capable of being a facilitator, especially at the end of games, he'll make the right play. And again, I'm not a LeBron fan. Do you know I'm not a LeBron fan? But I can't in good conscience say there's 20 players in the league that's better than him. In good conscience, that's just me. I can't, as much as I don't like the man. And that's why I gave the list. I put LeBron. Would I put him 4 or 5?
Yeah,
I think that's way more reasonable.
No, it's not. That's reasonable. It's not because that's what I'm saying.
He's not in the top 5. You really, I mean, honestly, you got Embiid. I like Embiid. I think Embiid, if he stays, it's always the thing. If they can stay healthy, but Embiid,
the best ability is availability.
Yeah, but that dude is a baller. He can ball.
He's a baller.
He's definitely, if he wouldn't have got hurt, he's a shoe-in MVP. Shoe-in for me.
Right, but he took an L to Atlanta, and you know what I'm saying? He took an L to Atlanta. I gotta.
Hey
man, though, man.
Atlanta played out their mind, and his number 2 player got the yips. His number 2 player got scared.
That's true.
Because
but the star should be it. So even thinking about this, Trae Young missed 2 or 3 games at the end of that series. They still want So you mean to tell me you that dominant of a
No.
player?
No. Trey Young missed. No, Trey Young missed.
Trey Young missed the last two.
He missed the end of the Milwaukee series.
He missed the last two games. He missed the last 2 games of the series against Philly.
I thought it was Milwaukee because I know he missed Milwaukee.
Yeah,
because he twisted his ankle because Giannis went out and then he went out.
Yeah, he missed the last 2 games.
I don't think he missed it. I don't think he missed the last 2.
Go check it. He missed the last 2 games against Philly. That's why I'm kind of looking at Philly like y'all still took an L minus Trey Young. That's why
I'm looking at his stats from these stats from that.
The
last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5 games, he scored 27. Then he scored 17. Then he scored 37, 22, and 31. Those are pretty good numbers. And he had 21 rebounds in the game where he scored 17. 13 rebounds, 10, and block shots and all, two of those games. So I'm looking at it, right? And I'm looking at the player who did what he needed to do to win. But when you got that need 2 players on your team, well, that's always been, period. But when your second best player on your team just sucks, I mean, good Lord, man, that boy.
Hey, now
that this is what Ben was doing. I mean,
Ben wasn't even doing that though. Ben wouldn't even shoot.
It was air ball. So for me, when I look at this list, and I say, okay, I see some issues. We all agree he shouldn't have been on there.
No,
saying Jaylen Brown. I'm not against Jaylen Brown being on there. I'm just not, because I see what he can do when he's healthy. I see what he can do, and I'm saying if he was the number 1 option on the team, when he was the number 1 option, when Tatum went down, was it last year? And he played pretty well. Was it last year when he went down? When did Tatum go down, Damian? Was it last year?
Tatum went down this year with COVID.
Yeah, but it was last in the playoffs, and he was balling. And I actually like the way Jaylen balled out. I like the way he played. I mean,
I like Jaylen Brown. I think he's he's the best, one of the best in that next crop of new. So I think the NBA is in a great position. I think what you have proven with this list is the NBA is in a great position with young players. They really, I do definitely agree with that.
Yeah. Now, let me say this though, Jason, he did not go out against Philly. He played 40-something minutes. Matter of fact, in game 6, he scored 36 points.
Wait a minute, are you crying?
No, man. I'm about to though, because my eye was itching. I went to scrub my eye.
Don't touch your eye after you had a ghost pepper wing, bro.
It's too late now. I already did. Now, so you see me doing.
You feel every piece of that, bro.
I feel every bit of that. But no. So what I'm saying though is, when you're looking at it, Jaylen Brown, he did play game 6 and 7. Trey Young.
Yeah, look at me when I'm talking to you.
I can't look at you. I only got one eye. But Trey Young, he played game 6 and 7. He was out against Milwaukee because Giannis went out and then Trey Young went out, and I knew that for a fact. I'm like, I know he played in game 6 and 7 against Philly, but see, Philly had a dude that wouldn't even shoot a dunk. Come on, Jason, you know that dude. Come on, you should have knew that. You should have knew. Wait, this is how you should have knew that Trey Young played, because the dunk that he wouldn't shoot was against Trey Young. He would when Jason
wait, I don't, and I think had he played up to even half his potential, we probably been looking at a different chapter.
But see, this is another thing but this is what I can't leave out. So once you start getting to MVP level, that means you are now like the next tier, which means you have to lead.
Yeah,
you have to lead. There's no excuse, and you don't throw your teammates under the bus when they don't win. You got to be the guy that gets them over the hump.
He talking about Embiid. I give you
that throws the team under the bus when they don't. Yeah.
Well, Embiid did that. Embiid did do that because when they asked him why he lose,
that did that.
I know, but Embiid, when they didn't win, Embiid said, "Well, we got players that won't take an open dunk in the press conference."
He said that?
Yeah, he said that. He did. He said that.
So that's why I can't. So yes, LeBron is throwing people under the bus pretty much like in the offseason when people don't come back.
All the
He's
time.
done that. But he's earned.
No.
So I say this: if you won multiple rings and multiple MVPs, you have earned the right to be a little bit of a jerk, a little bit hard to get along with. Embiid has really proven that is he as dominant as any big man we ever seen, talent wise? Absolutely. Is he on a talent level? I'm not saying he's as good as Hakeem Olajuwon, but talent wise, he's as good as we've seen a big man since Hakeem Olajuwon. I give you all that, but I
Jason, let me
can't.
say this. My eye
I
hurts.
can't.
That ghost pepper, dude. Why did you rub your eye after you ate the ghost pepper?
Oh man, I forget.
He forgot,
Derek,
man.
I forget I ate, man. You know your eye just itches as a reflex, and I went to wipe that mug,
I
man.
ain't on my fry. I'm not trying to do that. You messed up right here.
Woo.
I agree with you though, Jason.
I agree with you. I understand what you're saying. I do.
That's the only thing. That's the only thing I'm saying. So if this is like straight up talent, like more talented than LeBron, okay, I can see that. But like when I say better, when you say better, I'm gonna be like, can I trust this person to get me to the goal that I want? And it's only a few people on that list. KD, you can trust KD. You can trust Steph. You can trust Giannis because he just did it.
Right.
You can kind of trust Kawhi. He's done. See, Kawhi is so confusing because he's done it twice, but he's also got this injury thing that you don't know if you can really trust him. But you got to put him up there.
See, I put Kawhi there, even though he's a Clipper, and I really don't know if I can trust Kawhi. Because you don't know, because Kawhi is really not a leader like that. And so now,
no, he's not. He's
I'm
not
giving you
at
this,
all.
Jason, I give you this. If you go leadership tangibles, I could give you LeBron being up. I could give you LeBron for leadership tangible. But when I was looking at this, I was looking at just overall talent play. I didn't go with the leadership talent.
Okay, so now that you clear, so you going talent.
I'm saying talent. 20 talented players, these players, because I'm looking at LeBron saying his age and and I said this. So you say now, LeBron could take LeBron to me. LeBron, when you talk LeBron James, he's almost like Phil Jackson to me. And this is what I mean. This is what I mean by that. Let me explain. Phil Jackson never coached a team that didn't have the best players. But what Phil Jackson knew how to do was he knew how to work with egos. He knew how to bring the egos together. So the team could be great, but Phil came in and knew how to deal with those egos and get them to work together for the goal.
Right.
I give LeBron James that. Now he's not a Larry Brown, Greg Popovich type. Larry Brown, Greg Popovich. Well, I'm gonna build the team up and we gonna do. He's not that.
No.
But now one thing I will also say about LeBron James, and Derek, I told Derek this. He's the greatest recruiter I've ever seen. I've never seen a recruiter like this. I ain't never seen a guy that could convince you to come to this team. I want you to come and take the veterans minimum while I'm getting the max contract. But
well, LeBron just started getting a max deal when he went to the Lakers. That's his first max contract.
Let me tell you something though. He was still getting paid. But
he was getting paid, but that was his first max contract with the Lakers.
But think about it, Jason. I'm telling you to come over here. I'm getting the max. But I'm going to tell you to come take the veterans minimum. I get all this money I'm making off the court. But you going to come take the veterans minimum, come play with me.
I agree.
Pause.
Right.
But I'm just saying, that just sounds so crazy to me that this dude is that great of a recruiter. That they literally was trying to recruit Chris Paul to come take the minimum to come over to the Lakers. And
he ain't doing that after getting $44 million.
Look who they was trying to Derek, but look who they were trying to get. They tried to get Chris Paul. They were trying to get DeMar DeRozan to take a pay cut. They was trying to get all these players to take a pay cut while y'all get over there and get the max. So hey man, you come take a pay cut, come over here. I'm gonna get the max.
And then to me, it's that's no different than me taking your children out to the park and saying, "Hey, I'm gonna fight y'all," and then I raise my hands up in victory after I beat the little children. You know what I mean? It's like when you load up your team like that, then what's the competition? That's why I kind of like football, because football you can try, but it don't always work out like that. And ain't too many football teams we know that loaded up their teams and still won.
You remember
except Tampa last year.
I wouldn't say they loaded up. They just got Brady. They
loaded up, man.
No, when they picked up Antonio Brown, dude, they were loaded.
They loaded. They got the number one loaded team. They had 99 overall on the game.
Dude, they had Leonard Fournette.
And I still didn't have them winning. I really didn't have them winning.
Yeah, football is definitely way more of a crapshoot. And basketball is usually the most talented team wins. And so the issue is now everybody's talented. So that is like the parity is coming back to the league.
In what league? Come back
to the NBA.
League?
NBA parity is coming. Yeah, it is.
No, it ain't.
How you think Milwaukee won the ring?
Milwaukee won the ring because of injuries. Let's be real.
You must be out of your goddamn mind.
Milwaukee won because of injuries. Because if James Harden wouldn't have got hurt, forget Kyrie Irving. If James Harden wasn't hurt, they wouldn't have won.
It's still a lot of ifs. Y'all still dealing in all these ifs. Fact remains. KD, as Ray Allen said, KD has taken that shot enough to know where his foot should have been. KD also went 0 for 6 in overtime.
That dude has scored 50 points, dude. That dude was.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
I'm tired. Come on, man.
It don't matter.
Come on, Jason.
It don't matter.
Jason, I know you happy Milwaukee won, but let's be real.
I'm not happy Milwaukee won. I'm not a Milwaukee fan. I'm not a Milwaukee fan. I'm a Bulls fan and I'm a Warriors fan. So I didn't care who won. I was pulling for Brooklyn. I was pulling for KD. But when he took that shot, I was like, bro, you got to know where your foot is.
Dude, come on, man. That dude, if it weren't for injuries, Milwaukee.
I think he did what he had to do to win. I think he left it off, which is what you want.
He did.
Win, lose, or draw. He left it on the court.
But at what point, but see, here's the thing, D and Dame. At what point do we actually give Milwaukee credit for doing this? Because let's say they would have lost. Oh, Giannis ain't nothing. He couldn't even beat Brooklyn with injuries. Oh, Giannis ain't nothing.
I wasn't saying that.
Listen, I always said, I love me, man. Damian would tell you this. I always love those defensive teams. Teams drive me crazy. Like, as much as I hated Detroit back when they was beating my Bulls, I love their defense. I love their defense. We could go back. I like the Celtics defense in the 80s. Even though I hated them because they were beating my Bulls. You want to go back first?
The Milwaukee Bucks, Sidney Moncrief.
The best defense you will ever see in any era. With Sidney Moncrief, Terry Cummings, Paul Pressey, all those guys, dude, they had that defense team on lock. And they had some hitters. Wasn't Lister there at one point? Lister was there at one point. So they were deep. But my thing is now it just seems like the league is so different. So when you have a team like Milwaukee playing that defense like that, I was like, I wasn't shocked that they beat Brooklyn. I wouldn't have been. I don't know if they would have lost either all of them when it's there because they always had Brooklyn's number. They had Brooklyn's number all year.
So I'm just saying, if it weren't for injuries, it might have been different. But thing is, Brooklyn. I mean, look, Milwaukee had something that Brooklyn's Achilles heel. As a matter of fact, it's Brooklyn's Achilles heel this year still. And I give you that. Milwaukee has size, and Brooklyn has no size. Because for some reason, Brooklyn do not want to play DeAndre Jordan. I don't know what DeAndre Jordan did. I don't know what he did. I don't know what he said to nobody, but that coach, DeAndre, like, you want me to come in? And coach like, man, hey, coach, we playing 4-5. You sit down. We gonna play 4-5. Run that. Let's go. He do not play DeAndre Jordan for nothing.
They shouldn't have let go of what's to do with the Afro.
You talking about Spencer Hayes?
Afro Thunder.
You talking about Spencer? What's his name? Isn't it Spencer Hayes or something like that?
Where did he go?
Jared Allen.
He went to Cleveland.
He on Cleveland.
He on
He
Cleveland.
got $100 million with Cleveland.
And,
Hey, they throwing that money out though.
but
But
no,
so
but
back
go
to
ahead.
Damian's list. Back to Damian's list. So outside of Jaylen Brown, we all
Mhm.
Aiden. That's why I'm thinking you eating
I
those
let you.
wings.
Jamal Murray don't belong on that list.
I gotta go with look. I would look. All right. Okay. Let me say this.
You think when I said Fox, I think Fox can go on. I wouldn't say he's better, but you would have a better chance because Fox about to ball out.
I'm
Fox
not
is
gonna
way.
argue.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite.
I'm
Him
not
and
gonna-
John Morant, my favorite.
And,
Now you
but
told me DeAndre Ayton. I won't argue with the DeAndre Ayton. He should have been there. I ate it because I said, all right, I give y'all DeAndre Ayton.
That
I
should have
said-
been Zion.
No, I
Because you
gave
put
no.
Zion there, or you could have put you would have been better off putting Julius Randle or Karl Anthony Towns over Ayton.
No, now the Carl
they would have got him like 18 wings.
now see the Carl Anthony Towns. If you
I think he's
said
gonna have a breakout season.
now, but if you
this year.
said 2 years,
Are you willing to put some wings on that? I don't think he is. I don't think he's about to have a breakout season. He's too
I think
soft. He's too soft to play in this league. I think
let's do some wins. I'll put some wins on that. But see, we gotta define what breakout means.
breakout. He gotta get at least 2010.
He been doing that.
No, he got to do it.
Been
Like,
doing 2010.
25-10. 25.
So
25.
breakout for me
he got to
is
lead this team to
numbers.
the play-in game.
Breakout for me is numbers plus getting them to a 7th seed.
I about to
That's
say he
breakout.
got to now,
A
Jason.
No,
He gotta,
well, that is the West. I see.
no,
That's
Jason.
that's breakout for
Jason,
the
he gotta-
Timberwolves.
Right, he got to at least get them to the play-in game. If he don't make it in the play-in game, you got to eat the wings.
Yeah, I can go for that.
Yeah. All right.
I'll say Minnesota my sleeper team in the West this year.
30, 30, and let's say 30 and 15. That's
30 and 15. Come on, man. That's Shaq numbers. I'm not calling them Shaq.
No, I'm saying with Derek. How about that though? If he'll get him in that 7th seed, if he'll give him that play-in game, if he'll give him at least the 7th seed, and I'm not talking about being a 10.
because the Duke can average 40 points a game and still not make the playoffs. So that'd be unfair to Jason to have to eat
No,
wings.
Jason agreed. This is Jason.
I
this
said
is Jason's definition
his
for it.
numbers that he's been putting up or with a little bump, but he's going to lead his team to the play. He's been putting up numbers, but we're going to actually talk about him this year. You know, like Devin Booker. Devin Booker his numbers was pretty much what they were, but then the team got better. Same thing with Zach LaVine. Zach gonna be. It's kind of hard to like go from 25 to 33. Like doing that, it's like I can't see him doing that. But can he affect his team? Can this team go to the playoffs? And can he be?
So what's the deal? So
He said, no, this is what he said, though, Derek. You missed it. He said that he's going to put up numbers and get them to at least the 7th seed.
7th seed.
That's what he said.
7th seed. Yeah. Not the playing game. I'm not counting the playing game. So I'm saying he can get him to the. So I'm saying it now. Minnesota is my sleeper team in the West to sneak into a 7th seed.
Okay.
I give you that.
All right,
And then since you did yours, I'm gonna do mine. And
Okay.
if yours. If Lonzo has a better year than Trae Young, then I will eat wings.
Okay.
Last week,
That's not gonna happen.
Lonzo Ball was better
That's
than.
not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen.
He has to have a better year, which is to say, if Trae Young makes the playoff, the All-Star game, guess what? Lonzo needs to be there. If he makes first team NBA, guess who needs to be there? If his team does it well in the playoffs, he has to be better than Trae Young all year. If he does that, we don't even count the playoffs. What happens in the playoffs? Just getting there.
You count stats, or you count like how you because so you got to think about this. Lonzo not gonna be
superstar. I'm saying he is superstar.
Who? Lonzo?
Lonzo is better than Trae Young.
I did say, but wait though. But this is what I said. But wait though, Jason. But Derek, you got to put some qualifiers there because this is what I said, Jason.
You give me the qualifiers.
They told me how good. They told me how good. I don't know how good. You told me how good Trae Young was. I said, but you got to put the defensive side of the ball in there too. Lonzo Ball is a great defender on his side of the ball. Trae Young is never going to be confused for a great defender. But when you say if you say these numbers, the numbers can't be the same because Trae Young's going to shoot all day long. Lonzo Ball ain't going to get them kind of shots because Zach LaVine getting them shots, and Valanciunas going to get them shots. So they don't get those shots that Lonzo Ball, Lonzo Ball
DeRozan.
DeRozan go get some shots
for team impact. Then this
okay, I got you. And you know what? We can quantify team impact because look at Chris Paul.
Yeah,
Chris Paul team impact with 16-8 was the MVP candidate.
What was the Bulls' record this year?
I don't know. They only won did they win 25 games?
Yeah, they won. Yeah, but see, you gotta remember
30.
They only played 32
games. I think they maybe won 32 and 40 or something.
But I'm looking.
Let's see what their record was this year. They played what?
They were 31-41.
31-41.
They played 72. So so if you take that and you just put that into what? So it'll be what about?
No, they projected to do way better. They projected to be a third, fourth seed this year.
Fourth seed. I think the Bulls gonna win 52 games this year.
I think they're gonna be a third seed.
That's my prediction.
So Derek, so they the third seed. So the Bulls make the top 4. That gives them.
Because I already got them in the top 4.
But Derek, that's the impact though. That would be Lonzo Ball impact.
How you figure?
They went from they didn't even make the playoffs last year.
Okay. So if they go to a 4th seed, right, then I'm gonna measure impact. If he has,
it's not just Lonzo. It's a whole training camp with Vooch. Vooch. It's everybody coming together.
It's hard to go impact with Lonzo. And you're right. It's hard to go impact with Lonzo Ball just because they have so many new players on that team. And
so you think Lonzo's a superstar?
I think he's gonna be.
I hope so.
I think what he does I think what he has done. What I've seen Lonzo Ball become. And then keep in mind, I'm a Laker fan, so I saw what he first came, and I saw what he grew into in New Orleans, and then I see what he become, and I've seen what he has become.
They took the ball out of his hands in New Orleans. I never understood that.
Which was weird.
And they let Zion run point.
But that was, and you see, he's not there. The coach not there no more either. You see,
and Lonzo gone too. They didn't want Lonzo. That's weird.
Well, see, I just think y'all just read too much into Lonzo. I mean, I know people want him to be this star. I just don't see it.
He's going to have that team running. He's going to have that Bulls team about to be running.
Now, one thing I'm excited about the Bulls, when that ball come off that rim, they gone.
That Bulls team is running.
They got somebody that can shoot the ball, and they got wings that can finish.
They got a closer.
Yeah, they got a
closer. DeRozan is going to be a closer.
They kind of remind me of, with just a little bit less talent, the Miami Heat. Because when the ball came off that rim, they were gone. And you need 2 wings like that, that's showtime. I'm excited about that. But I still don't think he's going to put up superstar numbers. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
But he's not going to throw. He's not going to shoot like that, though. He's not going to get the opportunity to shoot like that. But he's not that kind of point guard. He's like a Jason Kidd type point guard. He's more into getting the team running. He's getting the team, getting them all in position where they're going to be in the best position to get their shots, and they're going to be in the best position. You're going to see the role. His impact is always there.
Yeah, he's actually going to be on the team that's going to use him appropriately.
Yeah,
they have to. Like, I don't see how they can inappropriately use Lonzo on this team. It wouldn't even. It wouldn't even make sense. Like, he has to be used in the way that his skills are. You would have thought that New Orleans would have with B.I. and Zion, but the impact is that he would pass the ball without turnovers. Yeah, because Kobe White definitely. And I like Kobe White, but the turnovers was just.
So
but he had surgery, so he won't be back till January.
He'll be back until like December, right? I mean, maybe
January. Something like that. But dude,
who you got? Who you got, Jason? Who you got? Who you got to win? Who you got to win out the East? Just based off of free agency.
Okay, if I think about the East, it's gonna be hard to pick against Brooklyn. It's gonna be hard to pick against Brooklyn and Milwaukee as the two best teams. So I got them as the cream of the crop, and then the second tier, I got Miami as a sleeper. Then the Bulls. Then I got Philly under the Bulls, and then Atlanta right around that area.
I think that was
and then Boston.
I think that was a 1 year thing for Atlanta. I just think that was that was the Miami bubble ball team. You know, nobody saw them coming, and they did, you know, something that nobody expected. But I agree with your list. I just think honestly, I'm looking at this Bulls team, man, and I'm like looking at them, and I'm like, yo, they're about to be something.
Yeah.
If that supporting cast actually step up just a little bit, they got enough to make a legit run.
I want to see them play Brooklyn in the second round. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, you got a superstar. They got what you need. You got a superstar. Do
they have a superstar?
You got outside Levine.
Yeah, I like Levine. I like Levine.
Yeah. I like Levine. I'm just wondering, is he a superstar yet?
Now,
okay. I'm not gonna argue against it.
They have something that can hurt Brooklyn. And they got size.
Speed.
They got size. And what you said,
you can guard a wall. That's what's gonna hurt Brooklyn. They got to outscore everybody,
right.
And they top here.
And I like Patrick Williams, boy.
Boy, that boy is the truth. Did
Yeah.
you see that? Whoa, did you see that dunk in the summer league?
Get out.
Listen, maybe y'all watch the replay of this, but y'all need to listen. I know everybody on the Lakers, and I know everybody on Brooklyn, and I know y'all liking these things, but y'all better be watching out for the Bulls. I'm telling you, they coming.
Patrick Williams made the block of the year. Everybody talked about Giannis blocking Ayton. Nobody talked about Patrick Williams blocking Ayton on the alley-oop and cuffing the ball out the air. That was the defensive player of the year.
Just for that, eat another wing, because his jump was getting picked all year. Let me say this though. If you so let's do this, Derek. How about let's do this? Let's do a pick.
If you live in Texas, you live in LA now, right?
I'm in LA. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's pick our teams. But we can't pick the obvious.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You can't pick the obvious. So you got take
the team I've been rooting for 40-some years.
No. The Bulls is cool. You can pick the Bulls. I'm saying the obvious. You know what I mean with the obvious. The obvious would be the Lakers, Brooklyn, and Milwaukee. Let's pick a team where you can't pick the obvious.
Golden State might be back. Well, I think Draymond about to be gone though.
Dude, that was the dumbest interview in the world, wasn't it?
Draymond might be out of there.
That was the dumbest interview
They can't
in the
do
world.
nothing to Draymond. They're not gonna do nothing to Draymond.
Did you see what happened?
I saw it.
There is no way you come back from that. There is no way. There is no.
He's the only one. But I think so. Some people are an anomaly, and Draymond is proving that he's the anomaly. That he's the only one that can get away with that.
When he started talking about Steph, they got them talking about Steph. And Steph was the face.
No, they talked about Steph. They talked about the general manager, and you talked.
Wait, they talked about Steph? What they say about Steph?
No, they said this. They
didn't say nothing about Steph.
But they talked.
He didn't do nothing to help it.
Because Steph wasn't there. Remember, Steph was injured. Steph wasn't even at that game against the Clippers.
He's still the face of the team.
But Steph wasn't there. Steph wasn't there when it happened. So even had Steph been there, that wouldn't have happened.
Was Steph not there? I thought Steph was there.
Steph was not there. Clay was there. Iggy was there.
Okay.
Steph was not there. Steph had got hurt.
Funny part. Guess who broke it up?
Boogie.
Boogie Cousin, wasn't it? Okay, Doug. Hold on, Derek. Doug missed what happened. So what happened was today they released a part of an interview. So there's a part of an interview that happened.
The whole thing is out. It's all on YouTube.
Oh, the whole interview is out now.
Yeah.
Today
it's all
viral.
Yeah, today it was just today I only saw the part. I didn't see the whole thing. So if you go on YouTube, there's an interview with Draymond Green and KD, and they basically said that the general manager Steve Kerr it messed that team. They the ones that broke that team up. They said because if they wouldn't have got involved, they shouldn't have got involved when Draymond Green called Kevin Durant a B. They should have got involved. They should have did like the Bulls did with Scottie Pippen. And he basically threw Steve Kerr on the bus and said, y'all messed this up. Y'all tried
9-10
yeah,
times.
yeah, y'all messed this up. Y'all tried to make me apologize. I didn't want to apologize. Y'all tried to make me apologize. Who you think, I told him he was effing up when they was effing it up.
He was choosing, y'all.
Yeah, and so they got to do. When I say he threw that team under the bus, he threw the whole Golden State franchise under the bus.
He so did, yeah.
He threw Myers and Kerr under the bus, and some of the teammates. He'll be fine. It's Draymond, like.
I don't know, man. I don't know, Jason.
But Jason, you can't average a single.
What they gonna do? Release him?
You can't. Hey, Jalen, you can't average
2 points, 4 rebounds, Jason.
Right. You can't average a triple single. You can't average a triple single.
He did.
But
do nothing.
He also getting paid $110 million. So he's proven that he can do. I'm saying he's the anomaly. He's the only person that can get away. He can have his own show. He just got a gold medal. He was on the Olympic team. Draymond, I don't know who he got pictures of. He get away with everything. He the only person that gets away with everything. That's why I look at it like it's Draymond. They not gonna care.
Yeah, but
now had that been Wiggins,
they would have said, "Hey, bro, even come back to the building."
Exactly
your stuff.
But you know what though? But with that being said, Jason, I've seen them tell players, "We're gonna keep you away from the team until we can find a way to do something with your contract." They paid players. They played Stephon. I saw them pay Stephon Marbury to stay all the way away from the team because they said we gotta do something with you.
They're not gonna do that with Draymond though. I think Draymond means too much to that culture of Oakland. It's a whole.
I agree with what you said, but just not.
So they have done. Stephon Marbury. We definitely seen that. And y'all right. 99% of the cases he would be out of there. I just think in this case, it's Draymond and who actually wants him. You can't get anything for him, so the best you can do is release him. And then where he gonna go? To the Pistons?
I'm just saying. I'm looking at it saying y'all gotta think something out.
Nobody wants Draymond, so you're not gonna get rid of him. Didn't he just sign
the Lakers? The Lakers would take him. LeBron would take him.
Would take everybody. The Lakers would take Fat Albert. They would take Bill Cosby at this point. It ain't nobody that the Lakers gonna take. They taking everybody because they're gonna load that team up with and you know what? The bad part about it might be a replay of what happened back in 2004. When they loaded this team up with all these older players and they gonna end up getting hurt when they really need them. Because you gotta play the season. It's not gonna be a cakewalk in the West. You see what I'm saying? So they're gonna have to play these games. It ain't gonna be no load management because everybody's got you forgot Utah's still there. And even though I don't agree with Jamal being on Damian's list, he's gonna come back and he's gonna produce. So you got Denver in the mix.
I know the person I wanted you to replace, and I know everybody gonna disagree. Paul George deserves to be on that list of top 20.
You must be out of your goddamn mind.
Paul George deserves to be on that list.
Why? Tell me why you say. I just want to know why you say.
So Paul George, as much as he's been ridiculed, right? So a lot of his issues really started last year in the bubble. Mm-hmm. Nobody was really hating on Paul George like that until they didn't start calling him George Paul and all that stuff. So a lot of his stuff was really the anxiety-induced bubble. Before that, it was like, okay, Paul George, he didn't come through, but he lost in Indiana against LeBron. Right. Then him playing on Oklahoma with Russ, it was like, well, he playing on the team with Russ. Can't nobody win with Russ. Man, so now him going to the Clippers.
For a second, Jason.
Yeah.
How is that knowing what Russ did there to Paul George, knowing what he turned around and did to James Harden, turned around and did it to Bradley Beal? What made them think that it's going to be different this time going there?
What, the Lakers?
You know what? He's the Randy Orton of basketball.
No. It's gonna be different. First off, there are some differences.
Boy,
Okay, let me tell you the difference.
You're talking to me.
Wait, Derek, I'm gonna tell you the difference. I'm gonna tell you why it's gonna be different. Because this dude finally at home.
Okay, I agree with that.
He been trying to make it home for the long. He been trying to make it back home for the longest.
I ain't seen Westbrook ever smile that much in an interview ever.
That dude been trying to make it home. His family is there. He been trying to make it home forever, and that's why he called Kawhi, because he just wanted to go back home.
Oh, so that's what he was doing. He was building bricks so he can come back home and live in something.
Hey, you call it what you want to call it. He just want to go home.
Now that's Westbrook right there, boy.
Hey, you can say, hey, but you know what though? But I know one thing. In that playoff game, when you say Paul George, Westbrook scored as big as them bricks was, he still dropped 46 points, and Paul George gave him 5
shots. Damian.
Hey man, dude, hey, one thing I can say about Westbrook, he gonna empty out that clip. He ain't gonna go out. Hey, he gonna make sure all his shots got shot.
That's the Kobe influence. Like people talk about Kobe with and I feel bad saying it, but it's like Kobe used to take terrible shots. Like Kobe used to take some of the worst shots ever. So it's like when I hear them talk about Booker being Kobe, and I'm like, well, Booker don't take bad shots, but Booker is also not on Kobe's level.
No.
And Booker is never going to be on MJ level, which is what Kobe was trying to ascend to.
Let me say this. Hey, hold on. Let me come back, because I need you to say something. One thing you ain't gonna do though is you ain't gonna disperse my boy Kobe. Because first off, when Kobe was shooting, when Kobe was out there shooting them shots,
I'm gonna do Jordan.
He was the only one out there. He was the only one out there that could shoot. You tell me who else on that team you wanted to take them shots. Because Kobe, I saw Kobe literally get the ball, make the right basketball play, toss the dude to shoot the shot at the end of the game. The dude caught the ball, passed it back to Kobe. Kobe had the ball and shot, and when he was about to shoot, the clock went off and the game was over. And he looked over at the dude and said, "What you doing?" Kobe Bryant did an interview. He said, I want to pass Kwame Brown. As much as y'all talking about, man, Kwame Brown going on.
Kwame Brown, though, man.
Dude, but when he put Kwame Brown on the team, he said, I want to pass Kwame the ball. And Kwame looked at me and said, don't give me the ball. He said, I passed to him, and he dropped the ball. I said, what you doing? He said, I didn't want to shoot the free throws. So he said, man, if I can give you the ball, I might as well shoot. If I'm, so he started shooting. But when Kobe got a team, when Kobe had Paul Gasol and them players, he said, hey, man, let's do this.
He was still taking 30 shots a game.
Dude.
Super team?
Huh?
That a super team.
Yes.
With Paul Gasol?
That was a super team. When he had Paul Gasol, Ron Artest, what was that boy name from Rhode Island?
Lamar Odom.
First dude. Yeah.
Lamar Odom.
Was that a super team? I don't know.
Yes.
I call it a super team, though. I think that was a good team. Super team. No. My definition of super team is a little different. I feel like teams are superstars, and the superstar to me is somebody that can demand and possibly get a big max contract from a team and be the number one. And I don't see that on that team. None of them other players I see as a legit number one max player. Maybe Paul Gasol in that time, maybe, but none of the other ones, they were good role players, which is what you need to win.
And the league, let's face it, the league was actually kind of weak during that time. The league was weak during that time. During that time when Kobe, the league was weak. The time that Kobe won them 2 rings, the league was weak.
What you talking about weak? They had New Orleans with Chris Paul.
And what round did Chris? When did Chris Paul actually make his first Western Conference Finals?
Wait, you let me finish. You let me finish. You had Chris Paul and them over there, and then you had Denver. Denver was hooping over. Denver was over there hooping.
Denver Nuggets coached by George Karl.
I was told
unimpressive.
I was told last
George
week I was told last week they were contenders.
Like 2000s, right? What was that? The middle 2000s?
Yeah,
I'm talking before LeBron hit his prime, before D Wade and Carmelo really hit their primes. Now, D Wade won a ring with Shaq in his early years. He wasn't in his prime yet. So D Wade rode the coattails of all these great vets who knew how to win, and they said, "Young Buck, go get it for us." So I count that ring, but D Wade wasn't in his prime. Could we agree that D Wade was not in his prime when he won that ring?
No, he was in his prime when he joined up with LeBron. Got it.
Right. So that's all I'm saying. When Kobe won those 2 rings, I'm not discrediting his rings. I'm saying at the time, the teams in the league weren't really that strong. So for that time in the league, that them and Boston were a super team for that time. There was no other team that you could say had like real superstars on it.
The
To me.
Spurs. The Spurs.
Okay, the Spurs actually outplayed that era. Yeah. So you had the Spurs, the Lakers,
Oklahoma City.
Still too young. They were still too young.
Okay,
so
and the Pistons got too old.
And so
by that time, the Pistons had broke up.
And then you had Phoenix.
Who's on Phoenix at that?
You had a Maurice Stoudemire.
Phoenix. They were still. Can't get
so
Phoenix.
But by that time, though, that team had gone through like 3 or 4 iterations, though. Like that team should have won in what, 07?
06.
But
06, 07.
But you still got to give it to them. They were still there.
If you want to give it to Phoenix, I never was a believer in Phoenix. I never been a believer in D'Antoni.
Or maybe they just had. I mean, this goes back to like when you have discussions, like even when people try to compare Michael with is it? They say, well, look at the teams he faced. I don't really look at that. I kind of think that maybe Kobe was just that good. You know what I'm saying?
He was by far the best. So
you gotta
even in my critique of what
not Kobe.
I'm only critiquing that Kobe took bad shots, which I can say in a vacuum. Man, Kobe used to take bad shots, but I still would put him like top 4 all time. I can still. Can we agree? We looked at Kobe sometimes like, bro, like really? Yeah. But that never took away from his greatness. I'm not sitting here saying, oh, Kobe not top 5 all time. I'd never do that. I wouldn't say Kobe. I don't think he's the greatest Laker of all time. I still think it's Magic Johnson. I think it's between Magic. I think it's Magic then Kobe.
I would
That's
say
me personally.
Than Kobe, but
I'm not disparaging Kobe because Kobe was the best in the league for that almost 8-year stretch, 10-year. Then he retired. Well, not retired. He got hurt. When he got hurt, that's when LeBron took. He said LeBron's the greatest Laker ever.
No.
Wow.
He's trolling me. He's trolling. That's my big brother.
Okay.
He's trolling me.
I agree with you on that, Joy. But I just feel like with this league right now, I mean, with that league at that time, that's think
funny, Doug.
It's light years so much better than everybody, and he was such a dog. You couldn't. If the game was ever close in the fourth quarter, you just felt the Lakers were going to win. You just felt the Lakers were going to win because Kobe was to be like, okay, give me the ball and because he just asked you, keep us in the game until the fourth quarter. I got you for the rest of the game.
Okay, I got a bold prediction. And I've only told one person my opinion about this.
Here we go.
And this is for the future. This is not for this year, next year. This is like as we project out. Who is going to be in the GOAT conversation that's currently in the league right now is Ja Morant.
Finish him.
I
got a feeling. Let me tell you what happened.
Okay, we got quiet. We got quiet. So let's see this one.
Let me tell you why I say that.
Okay.
It was 2014.
Okay.
I was having a business lunch with somebody, and he owned a golf brand. And he said, I'm looking for a kind of little known NBA player, but I need somebody that's not quite a superstar to help with this brand. I said, hey man, I said, you should go after Steph Curry. He was like, Steph Curry? He was like, man, ain't nothing special about Steph Curry. That same year, Steph Curry won MVP. The next year, he won the MVP again. And now he's known as the greatest shooter ever. So all I'm saying is, I got laughed at when I also said in 2013, the Bulls should trade Derrick Rose for Steph Curry. I got cussed out by Cleo, Jabari Jones. They all, man, they went in on me. And then I showed them the receipts. I said, so what y'all got to say now? Everybody was quiet. So all I'm saying is, Ja Morant, the next 5 to 6 years, when he finally hoists a trophy, get ready for GOAT talk. That's all I'm saying. That's what I see. I'm not saying I could be wrong. He could be just another guy. He could be another Westbrook.
See, I don't consider him another Westbrook either. I think he's going to be good. I think he's going to be great. I think Ja Morant's going to be a great player. But the GOAT talk is a whole different type of animal. And
it is. I said potential.
I won't put him up in a GOAT talk, but I could see Ja Morant being the face of the league in a few years, you know, him being the face of the league. I just like Ja Morant. I like how he plays. Like he plays with a chip on his shoulder.
I just think he's small for this league to be on that. I just think that this league right now, eventually it's gonna be such a tall freaking league that I think you need to put up what LeBron did. The next person that's considered GOAT needs to do what LeBron did. Played long years, played at a high level. Because even though LeBron played at a high level all those years, he's still people still consider him second to MJ. You see what I'm saying? So
and you gotta take them steroids LeBron took. Go ahead.
But I think it's gonna be reversed, D. I see what you say. I'm not disagreeing with what you saying. But I think what could happen is like what happened with Jordan. So Jordan came in off the heels of everything being a big man league. He came in, it was about being explosive. And Jordan didn't last but what, 13 years? Jordan had 11 extremely. There was no greater 11-year stretch than Jordan. So if we look at, okay, if Ja Morant gets a crazy peak, starts winning, and creates more of a mystique, and then leaves the game like MJ left. So again, this is all hypothetical. I'm just throwing stuff out there of what I see. I could be wrong, but I'm saying, man, I think if I'm betting, I'm looking at these are guys I'm putting my money on. I'm putting my money on Ja. I'm putting my money on De'Aaron Fox, and
that's the one.
I was gonna kind of put some money on Donovan Mitchell, but I don't know. After this season, I'm gonna give him a pass because he did get hurt. He was hurt. And he got to play with Rudy. So Rudy, he got to play with Rudy Huxtable. So.
Yeah, but you know what? I will give this. I will give you this. I will say this. First off, with the Steph Curry, I got to give Derek credit for this one. Derek's the one who showed me Steph Curry because he called me and said cut it on when he was at Davidson. So we were on Steph Curry a long time before he got drafted. Mm-hmm. But with that being said, when he came in and when Mark Jackson became a coach, Mark Jackson had already called him the greatest shooting backcourt he had ever saw. Mm-hmm. And so we were already looking at Steph Curry saying, man, he gonna be the truth. And so we were looking at it. But I will say that I just give I mean these young players, you see so many young players now that you're like, man, these are gonna be some good players. And so I'm like, man, I want to see like you can compare like Luka. You put Luka in this conversation of if he gonna be the best European big man or is this person gonna be this or that. And so I'm looking at it trying to figure it out. I give you Ja Morant, it's gonna be great. But I just don't see it's gonna be hard. The problem is gonna run into is he's leaving Memphis. Oh yeah, you're right. But he's leaving Memphis. He ain't staying there because he gonna have to go to a big market because he gonna have to get that push. And when he go there, then he might have.
That's what. Why? That's I never really understood that.
He don't have to leave Memphis.
But he
Y'all
go leave.
don't have to leave.
He,
I mean, I think for what Jason is saying, I just really think that for a player, like what LeBron did, no championship that he's won, even in LA, even the one he won in Miami, none of them matched the one he won in Cleveland.
exactly.
None of them gonna match that. So why not? If you saying legacy, you saying you want to be GOAT, then you do what Jordan did, which was took a team that was sucking for years and make them a winning franchise dynasty. If he does that, then yeah, but he's not going to do that. Leave and go into another major market.
But you have to also, but you also have to remember though, Jason. I mean, you're right. I mean, Derek, I'm not here to argue with. I'm not going to argue with that. But you also remember Chicago is a big market as well. So Jordan was there.
It wasn't until Jordan came.
No. Chicago was a major. Chicago was a market. Was a big market. Jordan made the Bulls a major franchise, but Chicago.
There were only two major markets at the time in the 80s.
And no,
it
in
was LA and New York, or LA, New York, and Boston.
Right. No, I'm saying in basketball. But I'm just saying, in basketball
market, you're really talking about, you're talking about locale, but you're also talking about the team that's willing to spend that money. And right. Chicago was never there. You remember they used to have Reggie Theus as they face.
I'm
light skin, pretty boy.
Yeah, I get what y'all saying.
And Dave Corzine.
And Sam Vincent.
Girl.
they had some players come through as they got older. Players start coming. Some players came through.
Artis Gilmore was there, and so was George Gervin. And George Gervin was more the Iceman. He was more the melted man at that point.
I know. I think as they got older.
You called him the melted man.
But what I'm saying is, though, they were still they were still a market. They were still a major market. They were untapped, but they were a major market. Chicago, business-wise, is a major market. And so Jordan doing that with the Bulls made that, say great. But when you look at Memphis, they're going. I'm telling you right now, these agents are pushing their players to go to these other markets. Derek, I hear everything y'all saying. I just know I just have that feeling what they gonna do. And see, the Lakers I'm gonna tell y'all this. I'm a Laker fan. I'm gonna tell you right now. What the Lakers gonna do is the Lakers treat the league like they development.
I'll be right back, y'all.
All right, go ahead.
And the NBA is a developmental league for the Lakers. They the G League for the Lakers, because what the Lakers gonna do is call them in and say, all right, we're gonna get this player. The Lakers don't draft nobody. They just get players just so they come on. Oh, Antoine, you missed them. Oh, Antoine Trice said, I'm just here for the win.
He already had them.
You missed.
I'm going to post it so you can see it, man. But, yeah, he definitely had to. I just think that this league right now, that you got these young players, like I say it all the time, Damian. I'm so excited for the season.
Yeah.
I'm excited for football. I'm definitely excited for football because, for crying out loud, if for nothing else – listen, if for nothing else, we gonna have us some good hits. You hear me? We gonna have some great hits all year.
Hey, now who's the starter? Wait, Derek. Before we get off, let's go back to football. I know we've been talking basketball a lot, but I want to say something about football. This Green Bay situation is really getting out of hand. With this Justin Field, this Jordan Love. Jordan Love is acting a fool. This Jordan Love, the way they doing him. And did you see Aaron Rodgers get on there today talking about, I don't want no farewell tour, but you've been talking like it's a farewell tour all the time.
That's what you gonna. But the thing is, honestly, with Love, they not gonna give him. See, the problem is, Damian, they want these players to come in. And I do too, especially in Chicago. I like what I'm seeing in Justin Fields. I can't wait to see him play the next game. Well, I don't think he's gonna play the next game.
No, they say he playing.
Oh, he gonna play? Okay. Well, I'm anxious to see what's gonna happen. But at the very end of the day, what they're doing to him is like they want him to come in and beat Aaron Rodgers right away, and that's not going to happen because Aaron Rodgers is a first ballot Hall of Famer, and those don't come often, especially in the quarterback. Not like that. And so I think they don't want to be patient with him. And there's some other contributing factors that we don't need to go into.
Now, Aaron
Is there. The Tim
Aaron,
Tebow is there.
Aaron Rodgers did this. And now, do I understand why the fans are mad? They feel like Jordan Love, them drafting Jordan Love, pushed him out, pushed Aaron Rodgers out. But the truth be told, that's how they got Aaron Rodgers in the first place, because they pushed Brett Favre out.
And they got a history of doing this.
Yeah, Brett Favre was coming back, and they told him, no, we traded him to the Jets because they wanted Aaron Rodgers. So, you know what I'm saying? So that this is a history of a franchise that, I mean, you guys gonna let that dude, you know, let's see what he got. Let's see what he can become. But if y'all don't want him, trade him then. Get rid of him. And see what happens. Trust me, the Bears.
I just think that he when they drafted him, they should already know that, okay, we got a quarterback, but at the end of the day, we need to be patient. We might have a couple of down years. Y'all can't. I'm elated that Green Bay about to have some down years. I'm actually about to start shouting. I wish I had me a shouting emoji going up here, because I promise you, I got here's how I feel about because I can't stand Green Bay for this reason right here. Because he could be a solid football player, but at the very end of the day, you got to be patient with him. You shouldn't throw him out there to the wolves right away. Not this player. He's not a Justin Fields. He's not a Mac Jones. He's not a what's that boy name in Buffalo?
I know you're talking about the quarterback they got now.
What's his name?
What's
the quarterback name in Buffalo, y'all? Is it
what's that dude's name?
I think it's Josh something.
What's
Josh? But yeah, whatever his name is, he's not gonna be him, not right away. So you draft this dude, you give him a chance to grow into that position, and then they draft him wide. Oh. No, he ate that. Yeah, I do have a Buffalo shirt.
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen. That's what I thought. He's not going to be that player right away, but with development, he could be that player. But you don't treat him like that. You don't allow your fans to treat him like that. I mean, a freaking rookie. I mean, second-year player. So what do you expect him to be? What do you expect him to be? He's not for to turn around and be Dan Marino in 2 years. You got to give him a chance. He's not that player. He's not that kind of player that can come in and do that. And so for them to treat him like that, like I said, this is that Tim Tebow treatment. You really want to be honest. That's what it really is. So
yeah,
say, Derek, you wrong. I don't think so. I've been to Green Bay. I ain't never been to Lambeau Field. I think if I went to Lambeau Field, my skin probably would fall off and start melting. I hate Lambeau Field so much. I hate the Green Bay Packers with a passion. But I've been to Green Bay, and I've seen some of the stuff that happens in Green Bay firsthand. So I'm thinking it's that Green Bay treatment that's the reason why they giving him all this trouble over there. What you think?
And if you throw him to the Wolves, like you said, if you throw him to the Wolves too early, he's gonna end up being like that dude Josh Rosen. Remember that guy that was on the Jets? He was like the number 2 pick or something like that. And they threw him in, and he was behind he struggled. And they got rid of him. He just got cut by San Francisco. He just got cut by San Fran. He can't get another team. So but he was a good quarterback, but he just wasn't ready. He wasn't one of them quarterbacks you could just throw into the game. And so you're looking at, because if Jordan Love comes to the game, if he comes in and say he has an okay season, or even if he has like a good season this year, if they put him in and he started this year, he had a good season, dude, they would be killing him. Well, Aaron Rodgers won MVP last time. So you can't do anything. You can't do anything with this dude. This dude is just trying to, he's just out there. He didn't tell them to draft him. They drafted him, but y'all killing me like it was my fault.
Yeah, like I didn't ask to come here.
I didn't interview for this position. They just hired me.
Emmanuel says the Steelers need to get rid of Ben so we can get another quarterback. Who you gonna get?
Look, he talking about getting Jordan Love. Hey, they need to trade with Jordan Love.
I mean, they probably can get him, and he probably and see that would be. I would listen. That would make my heart so glad to see Green Bay Packers fans doing this when they losing, because if they lose another quarterback, this is going to be the most beautiful thing in the world. Green Bay losing in agony. I'm going to be celebratory all day to see them lose like this. I'm telling you. I want the Green Bay Packers to lose, and I want them to lose this quarterback. If he goes to Pittsburgh, he's a good fit there. He's a great fit there. He would be a great fit, but they're not going to get rid of him. They're not going to get rid of him.
See, but do you notice, though?
Got a good quarterback now. You just got a good quarterback now. But I'm going to tell you right now, the team y'all need to watch out for is the Browns. That's the team y'all need to watch out for. That's the team. That's my sleeper team. Like Jason say, his sleeper team. My sleeper team in the AFC is the Browns, because I just think that they got more of a complete situation going on if the defense can stay healthy. Because Clowney, I think, hurt again. So
Derek, let's be transparent. You've always said the Browns are a sleeper team, because that's one of your favorite teams. So
don't back to Bernie Kosar, man.
Yeah,
so
don't throw the Browns out there like you just look. I'm just gonna see
like the Browns this year.
Right? No, I'm just gonna say a name. I'm gonna throw a name out there. The Browns. Hey, what about the Browns? Like he just like, ooh, I just thought about you. Think about the Browns every year. This happened to be a good year for it.
I don't know, baby.
I'm just messing with
Bears, Giants, Browns. Okay, Bears, Giants, Browns. In that order. Giants, Bears, Giants, Browns. But I always like the Browns because I like to see the small market teams. I like to see them. Even though that really don't matter that much in football, but still, the Browns do look good. They are legit this year. They are legit. Yeah.
I want to say yes with the Browns. I have to see what Odell Beckham does. I just don't like him on that team for some reason.
Without him, that's what I'm trying to.
No, I said I don't like him on that team. I
don't like him in the league. Odell.
Yeah. He looks better when he's not on that team.
He looks better. He got blind.
I'm saying, he looks better. I mean, the Browns look better when Odell Beckham's out. It's like when he plays, they try to force feed him. It just don't work out for him.
Yeah, I think with this league, the way the game is set up right now, we are in a very, very, very Tampa.
No, he's down. He throws. I'm gonna go out on a limb.
You shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
Everybody's in Tampa.
Listen, no, but listen. Everybody that's watching, we're about to go in a minute.
Yeah.
And we thank you for staying with us. We're gonna do this every Thursday, y'all. Every Thursday, make it make sense will happen. We're gonna talk about everything. Send me the inbox. Send me the inbox of anything you want us to talk about. No subject is taboo. We talk about everything on here, and we ain't happy. We gonna end up in sports because we both love sports so much. But we can talk about what you want us to talk about. If you want to come on, listen, we can call in, you can come online. I'm definitely looking forward to hearing from you. But Damian, I'm so excited right now. We're in a perfect time. We got good basketball. We got the NCAA coming out. And we need to talk about NCAA next week. We need to talk about the NCAA because you see the rankings, right? Of course, Alabama's number one.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about that. I think Alabama be cheating. And I think they really love Alabama right now. And
no matter what, Alabama every year, Alabama number one, and I don't get it, but okay.
But we're gonna be talking about that. We're gonna talk about the NFL. We're gonna talk about basketball. We're gonna talk about anything you want to talk about. This is the place for it. Make it make sense, Damian. Make it make sense. You need to make your list make sense because you ate the wings. Because
I don't care what nobody say. Hey, I don't care. He's still not in my top 20. I ate the wings. He's still ain't in my top 20.
Listen, he ate these wings, y'all, and this man's still thinking that LeBron is still not in his top 20. I got him in my top 15-ish. I do now. Again, I did like Damian's list, except for Ayton. That's the one that kind of I'm like, nah, not Ayton. When he gave me the list before I set it up and I did the all the media stuff to it, I was like, Ayton?
Right. But
let's go get the wings.
Now, with that being said, Ayton was the only one on there. I was like, I don't know. But the rest of them, The
You
rest
should
of
have
them I was like,
longer on that.
yeah. The rest of them I was like, okay, I can argue. Aiden was the one.
What I gave him a B plus. I gave him a B plus on this list. Outside of Aiden and a couple of others, I give him a B plus. What y'all give him? Let me know what y'all giving him. I gave him a B plus on this list. I think his list was pretty. It was okay. The Aiden one, nah, that was nah.
The Aiden was iffy. I give you that.
The Aiden one, I thought that was you. Whatever. But here's the thing. Next week, now mind you, we have segments going on that will be different things we talk about, and then the most important thing, we will do the dumb post of the week. We're gonna do the dumb post of the week.
Right.
And we'd have the topic of the week. We'll talk about things that we want to talk about, the topic of the week. And so Doug gave him a B. He gave you a B. See, you get it. I'm sure Jason will C. Jason gave you C. I wonder what happened to Elisha. Elisha probably would have gave you a B.
You gave me, yeah. Elijah would have gave me a C. But no. But if there's anything for real though, guys, if there's anything you all want to, I still don't say Jaylen Brown was off. But anyway, I think Jaylen Brown was fine. But if there's anybody else you would want to talk about, if there's anything you all want to talk about, we could talk about it. I know we're gonna talk about COVID next week again because that's important. That's important that we need to talk about. We also, we talk about relationship stuff and this and that. But
and I don't no punches on that. I just can't do that. I'm not listen. We've been getting our butts beat by these women lately, especially last few months. And that's what I want to talk about. Next week, we need to talk about the Lizzo effect. We need to talk about this Lizzo. We need to talk about
almost definitely
situation where she thinking she can pull Drake. Or she said, we talking about that next week. And it's
next week, the question is it okay for men to voice their preferences? Because it seems like that's the biggest issue. Because women could tell you, I don't want no, they got songs. I don't want no scrubs. I don't want this. I don't want that. But yet you got these. But yet when a man say, "Man, I don't want no chicken," or call a girl chicken, it's a problem. So we need to figure out. Wait, did Trump go back into the White House? Yeah, he did. Look, did Trump go back in the White House? Yeah, he went back in. He went back in to get the rest of his stuff that he left in there last time to get out of from that.
Yeah, that orange suit. That's what he went to get.
Yeah. So, but guys, we just we enjoy all this. We get on here and we just get on here to have fun. I'm so glad that everybody got on. Again, every week we might not, every week we're not gonna talk about LeBron. We're not gonna talk about LeBron every week.
Y'all bring them up. You see,
y'all.
They need to know y'all be bringing this junk on y'allself because y'all posted some of the dumbest things, which bring me to this. We didn't get into this, but dude, like this post right here, dude. Let me make this pause in advance. Let me make this big for you.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Dude, let me get rid of this caption.
Yeah, take away that so I can see it.
Look at that. Stuff like this is what I'm talking about. What? Why? You see what I'm saying? Y'all just stop. Just stop.
Stop it. Get some help.
Get some help. You need help. Y'all keep thinking y'all make it too easy. So I don't like to talk about him, but that silver thing, we definitely need to talk about that because never have I seen a player be called by the commissioner ask what the league should be doing. That I ain't never seen that. But next week we be back. Next time Damian ain't got to pick up wings. So I was ready at 7:30. I was waiting on him.
Yeah, I was there waiting on that. I was waiting on them to give me my wings. So
he wanted it nice and hot and fresh. So how did those wings taste though, Damian? Were they good? Were they everything?
Well, I don't know how they tasted because all you taste is spice. Like as soon as you put it in your mouth, you're like all you feel is burn. It's like it just burned. So I don't know how they taste. I didn't know it was hot. Emmanuel wants to know: are you on Twitter, Derek?
I am, but the sad part about it, I use my YouTube page more than I use Twitter, and that's not good. I think I got like 39 followers on YouTube because I'm never on there. I never post. I got like maybe 3-4 posts in my whole time on YouTube, but that's about to change. That's about to change. So I'm on Twitter, but I'm not on there. If you want to follow me, I'm normally on Facebook and I'm on Instagram. So that's where I do most of my posts on. And my videos, I mostly post for here for you guys and on Instagram. But I'm gonna do better. I got a YouTube. I'm gonna use more. So if you like what you see here, go to my page. It's Derek Hearn. Go to my page, like and subscribe, and let's keep this thing going, y'all.
Right, let's
Anybody
get
else?
going, guys.
We love y'all though. Thank you for hanging out with us. We're about to go. Damian, don't hang up. I got to talk to you offline. But, but y'all enjoy the rest of y'all evening. Thank you for hanging out with us. It's been fun. We will do this again next week. Remember, speak life, show love to everybody, respect others, including those who raised you. Your parents are important. You only got one set. Now, if your parents not here, you have my condolences. But if you do, love your mama, love your daddy, love your family, and everybody. Just show love to each other. That's what's being taught right now. We need to take care of each other and do better. All right. See y'all next week. Make it make sense.